welcome back to Duff's Tavern. Today we are joined by two members of the band Eroded the Dream. We're joined by Robbie and I'm so bad with names.
It's good. Ryan.
Ryan. And the drink we're making today is called Neon Nightmare. It's made by Tipsy Bartender and they know a little bit more about it. The name, anyway. So while I'm going to make the drink, tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
So yeah, we're in a band, Eroded the Dream. We're about to put out an EP, probably December. Not quite sure. It's gonna be 5 songs. 5 songs? 5 songs.
5, I think.
Yeah.
See what he's
We
doing.
got a couple shows coming up. We're just trying to promote everything.
Right. Did you say it's Neon Nightmares? The name of the EP?
Sorry,
So-
the EP is Neon Nightmares.
Oh, look at this. It's a neon drink.
This is gonna be fun.
I have no clue how this tastes.
So much green.
I had a drink, I want to say like a couple episodes ago, called Shrek Piss.
Okay,
mean,
this
this
could
is-
be Shrek Piss, yeah.
Donkey. This is like some swamp juice here.
Yeah, basically. It was, how I describe Shrek Piss is just a Long Island iced tea gone wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Because it was like watermelon pucker, Midori, sour apple pucker, tequila, gin, and then you top it off with sweet and sour mix and Sprite, I believe.
I'm surprised you're not measuring everything out here. Usually I see your videos and you're like, it's this much of this, this much of this. And you're just going for it.
Yeah. I've been told by a lot of bartenders online, it's like
Yeah.
a 1.5 shot is a 4-second pour, and then
Right.
these are like...
It looks way better on video.
Do you watch Bar Rescue? And they do the little rundown of, you know, and they try to count it or whatever?
Yeah.
It's silly. No? Oh, man.
I've seen it a few times.
It's such a great trash show.
I was mesmerized by
I know.
this drink.
Yeah, I don't know how it tastes, but we'll find out together.
And hey, I have to ask, is this the microphone that got deep-throated the other day?
No, that is in quarantine zone.
Right.
Anything Kyle touches is in quarantine.
Okay,
So,
good. That makes
there
me
you
feel
all go. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Thanks, man.
To Neon Nightmares. Huh?
Yeah, it smells good.
It's not too bad.
No, it's pretty
That
good.
is
A
actually
little
good.
fruity.
Yeah.
I need to go on a cruise with that.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it is coconut rum, Midori, sour apple pucker, blue curacao, and pineapple juice.
Definitely tastes the
I
pucker.
will say, not a nightmare.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
All right.
That almost was a nightmare.
That was.
It's spooky season. Look at that thing just fell.
There's some ghosts
Weird.
in this house.
Yeah, it's Remy, the ghost that haunts this place.
Nice. Very cool.
So, how'd you come up with the name of Road the Dream?
I have a story about that.
Go for it. Tell
Because
them.
these guys are already playing together. And I came to play with them. And originally they were going to go by the name Sea of Clouds, which I hated. I think I found a picture of the Care Bears all on their clouds. I'm like, this is a sea of clouds, y'all. This is terrible. And so then I was added to the Facebook message group, and I started scrolling to see all the whatever I missed. And John had a list of potential names, and Road the Dream is on there. And I'm like, y'all, Road the Dream is so much better than Sea of Clouds. And I don't think Mauricio's happy, but I convinced them all.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, I think we all came
to change it.
to agree on that one. That was
Yeah,
the one.
like yeah,
I mean, everything we do, we take a vote on.
Yeah.
yeah, it is a democracy, that's for sure. But I will say, naming a band is super hard, man.
Oh,
To
yeah.
find something cool that's not dumb, to find something that hasn't been used, it's pretty tough.
Something that like also has like the sticking point where like people will remember it.
Yeah.
It's been the hardest thing to like come up with names. Like Duff's Tavern, it was hard coming up with that.
What does that mean?
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Duff's Tavern?
Yeah.
Doesn't it an ugly fat friend?
All right. Who came up with that? I'm sure somebody on the
It was a
side of the
movie.
bar.
No, it was a movie, The
yeah,
Duff.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
That was about like, what, 10, 12 years ago or something?
Yeah, it hit when I was in either middle school or high school, which was the worst time to have the last name Duffy. So
Oh, yeah, so you probably, yeah.
All right.
I heard all that, and then the other like thing I came up with was my old D&D podcast, which was Stuck in a Dungeon, which was an interesting name, but it also had like so
Next
many.
band name.
Yeah, Stuck in a Dungeon.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It comes up with a whole bunch of like, help me, Dungeon Master. I'm stuck in a dungeon, like the old stuck in a laundry shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Caught in a mosh.
Yeah. He doesn't know that.
No, that's for
The
you.
world.
I haven't been in a mosh pit, but I've seen a mosh pit.
I wouldn't go. It's suffer.
I'm too old.
I don't feel like getting hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll get
They're
hurt.
painful. People get silly.
So what genre are y'all? Like,
Oh God.
I know it's hard to
So-
like limit like.
For me, again, going back to being old, there's so many subgenres now, and it's so tough. I just always say rock and roll if someone asks. But I see John likes to hashtag post grunge is a good one.
Post-hardcore, but post-grunge.
Post grunge is a good, and I've had discussions with people like, what the hell is post grunge? Like, isn't everything post grunge?
yeah, exactly,
Everything we're
yeah.
post disco. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
We're post swooner 1940s.
Post Malone.
Right. So I just say rock and roll. We're not metal. We're not hardcore. I think rock and roll covers it for me. What do you
It's the
think?
umbrella.
You've listened to the song?
Yeah, I
We did
listened
send
to
it you.
the 4 you sent me along with Salt. I listened beforehand. It definitely has the grungy and not full metal, but like
Right. It's got its
power,
moments.
power rock, I guess.
It's
Just like-
probably good. Yeah, power rock. It's
Yeah.
loud guitars. It's driving drums.
Yeah.
I explain the vocals, but that good old like hard rock vocals.
Yeah.
You know.
People told me like, oh, he sounds like Jeff Tate, or
Yeah, I like that.
Insert somebody like that. You know?
From Queensryche, just old like '80s hard rock.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we're guys that are in our 40s and late 30s, so you know it's I guess stuff that we all grew up on. I guess we obviously are influenced by. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
It's a tough question. It's hard
Yeah.
these days because it's not. I feel like a lot of the songs we write are different than the one before it. We have a lot of different influences we all bring.
Yeah,
So
and they're definitely the riffing and stuff we're doing lately, getting a little out there with it, like in a good way.
Yeah.
But
spacey.
Plus, there's a lot of artists nowadays that like aren't set to like one genre. You see them branching out in a whole bunch of different
Right.
like subgenres. So
Yeah.
it's just artist interpretation now, along with it's easier to publish stuff than back then, in my opinion.
yeah.
Well, you don't write albums the way you used to, right? Like you don't really sit down and write a whole album. You write songs and release them as you
Yeah,
go. You have
exactly.
singles, and
Yeah.
so there's not really a concept around it. I don't feel
I feel like now, like if we were to do like a 12 song album,
right.
it would take us forever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just because of
If you could do it every day, it'd be
but I mean,
different. yeah, that's
yeah.
the big thing. So
It's the
we're,
time.
we're definitely like an independent band, which I think means we have jobs and
We're old.
families. Yeah, we're old, so it's hard. When you get older, you don't have the time you had when you were younger in a band. When you're young, you don't have like maybe the means to do some of the stuff you can when you're older. It's a weird thing.
Funds to like tour and set up and get all the
Yeah.
stuff you
Yeah,
need.
like we have all the good equipment now, but we don't have the time to use it all the
Yeah.
time. Like trying to get 5 guys that can pin down dates for rehearsals or writing music is kind of tough.
I mean, we are good with scheduling, but I mean, yeah, we gotta be 2 weeks out on some things, if not, more.
Oh, good. I'm not
It
dangerous.
is. I'm like, I'm over here like I gotta pace myself. It's sweet and sugary and
Yeah.
delicious,
I need it.
and full of things I don't normally drink. So.
Yeah, I've never had Midori until like I started making these types of drinks. But
Does it just sweeten a drink up?
yeah, I mean it's melon, so it's more of a neutral, sweeter taste thing.
I maybe had that thing like 5 times ever in my life. I did not know that it was like a melon liqueur.
Yeah.
I was like green drink.
It's pretty cool.
There's a lot of like weird stuff I've found through this, like Kapari I've never heard of before, but
I've
I've
had some of that. Yeah.
yeah I made it for
Spritz, maybe party spritz. Yeah. Something along those lines.
I made it for like a tropical drink a while ago, and then absinthe I never had until this podcast.
Yeah.
But it's not the good absinthe.
No, not,
Yeah,
not with
'cause
the
that's not
wormwood
like-
and
okay, yeah.
you got to put
Make
over
you-
the sugar cube.
What are we getting into here?
Yeah.
No, it's not distilled with wormwood. It won't give you hallucinogenic properties. You have to go to Amsterdam for that.
Oh, well, we should go
I'm down.
do a podcast.
Podcast in Amsterdam. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Red light district. Let's go.
This will be debauchery.
It always is. So going into like the music writing, I know nothing about music writing. I've played violin in like middle school and a little bit of high school.
Nice.
That's about it. And anytime I try to pick up any other instrument, I cannot play it. But like going into like music writing, do y'all have like a theme of a song you want to do first, or like what's y'all's process for writing?
All right, take that one.
I mean, the process really is just us sitting down riffing, being like, oh, I like that. That sounds good. John sends a lot of videos of riff ideas. I usually just kind of riff while we're at practice and take notes of certain things. Like, oh, I like what you did there. Let's, maybe try that later. I mean, as like thought into it, I don't really put too much thought into it. Maybe until later, like when it becomes more serious and concrete, then I'm like, okay, well, what would be cool to do here? Then I'll think more of it. But I don't know, kind of free ball it, so to speak, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say I think John brings a lot of riffs to the table, and then we all just kind of sculpt it. That's a good way to think of it. It starts as a big rock, and we all just kind of chip at it. I hate writing songs. I think they all know. Like, I would rather them kind of be done with it, and then I just come in at the end and like, all right, I'll do this.
There's things that like Robbie will do at practice, and I'm like, hey, remember that? I like that. What you did there?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Though.
Same. Yeah. John's like, hey, that thing you did the other day. I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
So I guess-
John records everything, so that's
it's
good.
important
So we
to
can
do that.
always go back and listen to be like, hey, I like what you did there. Yeah, no clue. And then he's like, well, here it is. And oh, yeah, that is cool. Or yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how we do it. Other people may completely different, but that's how we do it.
Yeah. And Mauricio, our singer, he's got a lot of good ideas. Like, he doesn't just kind of sit there and listen. He really puts a lot of input in. And Steve, too, the drummer, I feel like everyone else besides me, they all have, like, great ideas when writing songs. And I'm just kind of like, they're like, hey, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Like, I'll figure it out. And I'm sure it'll be good.
Robbie being humble again.
No,
He
that's
is.
me being truthful.
He says that, but I've also worked under him, so.
Ooh, we'll talk more about
Ooh.
that.
I mean, we can. I
Spicy.
brought it up
Just
with
kidding.
Rob.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
See what
A
you
few more drinks in, and then we can talk about
Yeah, let's talk about when you work under me.
Even though I was like one of your favorite workers,
Yeah, Liam's great.
you don't have to play it up for the podcast.
Yeah, so I guess I was sort of your boss for a minute.
Yeah, for a short time.
Yeah, it's weird. Being a supervisor is not very rock and roll. So. It's weird playing a show on a Saturday, then coming to work on Monday. I'm like, Liam, what the fuck are you doing, man? Get to work.
And we were having beers on Saturday.
Right. Thought we were friends.
I mean, like, I've showed up to. I've seen you play a few times. I've been able to get out to Erode the Dream. Just,
You work weekends, correct?
yes,
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
work
it's tough.
weekends. Which I've gone out like a few weekends, but it is rough the next morning. So I
Yeah.
always wait for like a holiday or something. Hopefully.
We may have something coming up around the Christmas holidays, but that's maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything like holiday-wise. I mean, we play like a week before Thanksgiving. It's again on a Saturday probably that you probably work
Yeah.
Yeah.
or work the next morning.
Hey, is that a monkey paw bottle opener?
No, that's a hand.
It just finger broke off.
It's a
Yes.
shocker.
Okay,
Is
sorry,
it a shocker?
No, so the funny
Could
thing.
I mean, it looks like it.
Behind that is, Robbie knows.
Your grip strength?
No,
Oh, sorry.
that I'm divorced.
Is that what
Oh,
he's-
So of course the one finger that broke off from.
So you
this.
do have a good grip strength because you're divorced.
Yeah, exactly.
So the ring finger broke off.
Yeah, I bought that from World Trade Market. So I got this and the glasses from World Trade, and it was just sitting up one day, and it somehow just fell because this place is haunted.
Yeah.
And that's the only finger that broke off of it. So I thought it was highly ironic that
All right.
a week after my divorce actually went through, that broke.
It was a
Well,
sign.
seems like the other fingers, except the middle one, should break off. And
Just
So-
break
so
off
it's
the thumb a
flipping
little bit.
I still think it looks like a shocker, but
Yeah.
all right.
It does, but it has like a stable point. So
All right. I'm just starting to loosen up a little. Sorry.
So where are the local venues you play around here?
Oh, Tin Roof's a great one. I would play there every weekend if I could, because it's about a mile from my house, so I love it. But Tin Roof's great. They're really good supporters of local
staff's
music.
great there, yeah.
Royal American, we haven't played there yet, but that's just thinking of great local venues. Rebel Taqueria has a lot of shows.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Trolley Pub, gotta support Trolley Pub.
Which is out a little bit. It's out in Somerville, but they've actually put a lot of money into their stage and their lights and their sound system. They have like pretty big national bands come through there. Mm-hmm. So that's
Playing
a great place.
there in like a month.
November 23rd, I think.
Yeah, we're playing there with Royal Thunder out of Atlanta, one of my favorite bands. They're touring with Atomic Bitchwax.
Yep. And Isabella's Gift.
Isabella's Gift from Columbia.
Yep.
Old school South Carolina band, doing a couple shows. But yeah, that's November 23rd. Okay.
Also, the Garden and we haven't played there yet, but now I'm just thinking venues. They have an outside venue that's usually a free show. That's really cool. It's the Fermentory. It's like the Garden at the Fermentory on.
It's right by like our
61.
kitchen.
Is it the one like up
By
by
Taco? Yeah,
Taco Bartina.
So that's a cool place. I want to play there. Where else have we played? Do we name them all? We really haven't done a ton of shows yet, so it's pretty easy to name them all off.
Yeah, I feel like we're missing one, honestly.
I mean, there's a bunch of places, but those are the ones that come to mind.
Yeah, I mean, there's the what's the Tua Lingua, that club.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's on Dorchester Road. It's more of like a like underage bands and stuff like that. Well, I'm doing great at this. Explaining whatever that is.
You can edit this all together, right? Make it sound
I'm
good.
just trying to get. They support a lot of local bands and stuff like that. Younger up and coming
Purple
bands.
Buffalo. It's a cool
Purple
spot.
Buffalo, yeah. Played there one time.
Yeah, I just knew about Tin Roof for like the local spots.
Burns
There's
Alley.
a couple.
Burns
Yeah,
Alley's
Burns
a good
Alley.
one.
I forget about Burns Alley all the time. I've been there.
Great place.
Yeah,
A little dive bar.
Yeah, I've been there like a few times, just drunk with the rugby team, because I think that's their go-to bar, or it was until I think one of the local breweries made like an Outlaws beer, so that's where they hang out now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is cool if you go to a College of Charleston basketball game during halftime. Everybody will run over to Burns Alley and then run
it's
back
right
to the
there.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
Another spot I was thinking of, Bounty Bar on Folly Beach. They support a lot of local
Oh,
music.
yeah. I've never been there.
They're sister bar to Royal American.
Okay. That should be
Really?
cool.
Yeah, I believe so.
Did not know
Don't
that.
quote me on that, but I'm like,
It's quoted.
yeah.
Yeah, it's already on the podcast.
Oh,
It's
no.
Recorded. That's it.
Quoted, recorded.
85%
broadcasted.
sure. Yeah. Probably 100% sure after I finish this drink.
Yeah.
So, first off, what instruments do y'all play in the band?
I played the flute.
Flute? I thought you were a triangle man.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sleigh
yeah.
bells.
Yeah, sleigh bells.
Is that giant
Xylophone.
slapper? Is that the the?
What's the slapper?
It's like that wooden thing that you see like it's around Christmas time. I forget the song, but it's the guy with the giant two wooden things and just claps them together.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually used sleigh bells on one of our songs.
We did,
On our EP. And they're just like, it's just bells. I mean, it's like jingle bells. Ding, ding, ding.
Chris from Extra Trill actually played those on the EP. That's fun. Fun fact.
Yep. And then I also play bass guitar.
Yeah, he does.
So
And I play guitar.
Ryan plays lead guitar.
Okay, let's not
All the
get technical.
killer solos you hear are coming from him.
So how long have you've been playing? I'm guessing the instruments most of your life, but bass and guitar.
Yeah, for a long time.
What made you choose bass, for instance? Because a lot of people like pick up guitar. I haven't people like pick up bass.
Well, a lot of people say you play bass if you suck too bad to play guitar, but what I remember is someone gave me a bass guitar. Actually, I'll go even farther back. When I was a little kid, I would go to a friend's house, and his brothers had a bass and a guitar. And we'd always play like rock band, like we were in. And since I was kind of the friend, they would always give me the bass, and they would have the guitars. And that's probably where it started.
Not the actual game Rock Band, but y'all were
No, this is
pretend
way
Rock
before
Band,
that. Yeah, I think Atari might have been the.
I thought it was a game.
I just want to
sorry.
clear that up. I kind of
Let
let
me-
me throw that.
We would
in
take
there.
these real guitars and pretend we were playing them, like we're in a band, just little kids playing. And I
I
always got
used
stuck with
brooms
the
and hockey
bass.
sticks.
Yeah, right. And then later on in life, a friend of mine, when I was probably about 14, gave me a bass guitar, and I didn't have an amp or anything, and I think that's why I played with a pick, because just to hear myself, I would bang on it, and yeah, just stuck. I play guitar a little bit here and there, but I feel like my fingers are too big for guitar. I'm very clumsy on a guitar.
That is the same for me, because I tried to play guitar and my fingers were too fat to do the chords, or I didn't have enough like dexterity to like shift between all that.
And that might mean I suck. Yeah, that might mean I'm not good enough to play guitar. So I play bass. I don't know, but I like bass. So,
You're good at it.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome, buddy.
What's your guitar story?
My guitar story, I don't know, somewhere when I was like, I don't know, a teenager to preteen, it's backwards, but anyways. I idolized rock stars, and ooh, I can do that, baby. Goodies. And I just like begged my parents for a guitar, and then I think it was like 14, they got me one. My birthday, 14th birthday. I still have that guitar. Actually, restrung it today. But yeah, that's the story of how I got a guitar. And yeah, been playing it ever since. Long
Yeah,
time.
many years.
You have like a go-to song to play for the guitar? Like every dude in college has Wonderwall that they play.
No, like I kind of fell out of like stuff like learning songs. I'm too ADD, so I just plink, just riff
That's no
around.
song, though.
Yeah, I do, but I won't sit at home and play a song to completion unless it's like one of ours and I'm practicing. Because we got a show coming up and I need to rehearse. But
I was in a Metallica cover band at one point, and think about that. I listened to their songs so much, and I grew up, I was a Metallica kid. I loved them, but I cannot listen to it anymore.
No?
I'm talking about the old songs. So in that cover band, for me to get good at it, I would just in the car, everywhere I go, just
absorb
nonstop.
it, yeah.
Yeah, that's too much. Once that band was over, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm done.
So you want to go see Metallica with me or what?
I mean, I've
Okay.
They're still touring.
yeah, I mean, they're like pushing 70 or something, but they're still
They
doing
just
it.
turned 60. Let's not age them that much.
All right.
It's like The Who.
Yeah. But they're still putting out albums, though. Like, I mean, it wasn't great, but I mean, it's okay.
I thought the last one was pretty good.
Okay, well, that makes one of us.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't even listen to it. I, mean, I guess what I meant was,
See?
I thought I heard it was pretty good. I didn't listen to it, but I thought it was
did.
good.
Allegedly.
Okay.
It was.
I heard one or two songs. They were all right.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Good enough.
All right, Z. Told you I heard it was good.
So in like y'all's inspiration for music, like is there a band that you always go back to? Is there like your, I guess, comfort band, or like a band that's like, oh, that's my favorite band? Metallica.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You go for it. No. Go on, Metallica.
For me, I think Black Sabbath is still my band that I would listen to all the time. And
Sabbath is solid.
I never really grew past high school musically. I still listen to all the stuff, and it's dating myself, but like,
So it really wasn't a phase mom.
yeah,
This is for life.
right, yeah. But like I was a thrash kid, so the big four, like Metallica.
You might have to explain the big four.
So the big four thrash bands coming up was Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, but then also Exodus. I
You
think
got like a top.
needs to
You
get
got
in
the next four.
Yeah, right. Though. So a lot of the 80s, like, I guess, was it San Francisco thrash scene I was into. And that's still what I like to listen to. And it's not often I hear new stuff. Spotify's good because when I was coming up, back when I was young, you bought an album and you listened to the album, and now you stream music. And so that is a good way to hear new stuff. So I guess I have heard a lot of new bands.
Growing up, was it CDs, cassette tapes?
Albums when I was a kid. And cassette tapes. I mean, I wasn't like before cassette tapes, but CDs, I remember when those got really big. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking more like early 90s. Like, I remember when the Black Album came out, when Guns N' Roses came out with Use Your Illusion 1 and 2.
Yep.
Those were like big CD purchases,
And those things would sell 1 million copies that opening week,
Yeah.
I don't think, that
No,
happens anymore.
Yeah, it's
Getting
completely different industry now.
streams.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
about it.
maybe, yeah.
I know the first album I ever bought was Destroyer by Kiss.
Nice.
Oh,
I had
that's
that
a
album.
good one.
Yeah.
Like the actual vinyl you bought,
Not
or
that,
just the
it's a
CD?
CD. I
Okay.
never owned a vinyl.
Had that on vinyl, yeah. Destroy Away, that's the one where they're all on the cover, like in their boots,
Yep.
kind of marching out.
Yeah.
that one.
Detroit Rock City.
It's a solid album.
Yeah. It was the first one I ever bought, and I had like a little CD player at the time with like headphones connected in there.
Nice.
So I would like go to school, play that, then swap it out for like an Eminem CD because I bought Eminem, not Encore, Recovery. That was the first.
Yeah, so was that 2000?
Wasn't that just a couple years ago? It doesn't feel like a long time ago.
2012, 10-ish, around that time. I was in middle school. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yeah,
So when I was in like high school, like Eminem was like just coming out. So I think by the time you're listening to Eminem, I'm like, nope.
funny.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
listen like Screamo or something silly.
you know how I always know how old I am is like at work or something when we're all sitting around, usually around September, and like people talk about like 9/11, and they're like, oh yeah, I was in first grade and I remember this and that. I'm like like I had a kid, I was married, and I just started working like metal fabrication.
I didn't even go into consciousness yet.
You?
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't what? Go into
Yeah.
consciousness?
You know, like when you have your first, like,
Yeah, so let's see if I can math
you come to
correctly.
consciousness.
Like when you're born?
Yeah.
But
It's
you're
like
probably
you don't
like
remember
one?
some-
Were you like one? Somewhere around one? Two?
I was born in '98. I'm terrible
oh,
at
so
math.
you're
Ah.
3?
3-ish. Yeah.
You have consciousness at 3. I have memories.
You
I
just
feel
probably
like,
just
from-
you probably just don't remember it, but
Yeah.
it's there.
You don't remember the
You're there.
towers falling, dude?
No,
What's
I
wrong?
don't.
You
Where
hate
were
America?
you? Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't know where I was.
All right. All right.
He was probably
Probably
in
shitting
daycare. I
himself
don't
like the
know.
rest of us. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to work.
Yeah, but my favorite thing to do at work was like say an event. It's like y'all say an event and then I say like, oh, I was this age for it.
Yeah.
I wasn't born yet. It's the funniest thing to just
Right.
get the reaction of you,
Just
John.
sigh like,
Oh yeah.
God damn. When did this happen?
The realization from y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not bad until someone like puts
Well,
it
it's
in
like I still
perspective.
think I'm young, and then someone says something like that, like, "Oh shit, I'm old."
Like I bought an M&M when I was in middle school.
Yeah. I'm like, I wouldn't even listen to Eminem then.
Yeah.
It wasn't the first 2 albums. Oh.
Or like
Right.
the younger generation saying like the dumb slang nowadays, like skibbity.
Yeah, I had that
Fair,
conversation
fair.
with my wife the other night. Like, what does this mean? Because I hear it just, and it's like, and she kind of, she told me what they are, and I'm like, well, how does that derive? Like, I don't.
How did that even happen?
Yeah, and
So
then,
skibbity came from a dumb YouTube short. That's basically
Okay.
a guy's head in a toilet. That's how that started.
was it like the sound his lips made in the water? Or
I think
I would
they're
buy
like
that. That
parodying.
sounds right.
I think they're
go
parodying
with
a
that.
song, if I believe correctly. But it's just brain rot at this point, which I feel getting old saying.
so what
that.
does it actually mean?
That's another new saying, right?
Brain rot?
Yeah.
It's been a thing for a while. It was like YouTube poop and then brain rot. It just changes
I haven't
different
heard
things.
YouTube poop. That's fun.
Teaching new things
I
every
know. I was
day.
about to say that.
Oh man, I feel like your audience in this
What was the
podcast.
other
Let
one
your
I
parents
heard?
and grandparents listen to this podcast,
My-
and they can come see our band.
The range is like weird for like my analytics because I have
Yeah.
like from 18 to about 60 is like my average listener, with like 20 to 30 is like the most of the average people listening.
Sounds like our listeners. It's more like 30 to 40.
Probably, yeah.
And when you look at the age chart or whatever it is,
I didn't know there was an age chart. Where do you see that at?
it's on the. I'll show you.
Yeah,
How
it's
do
like
they know?
Spotify Analytics
Yeah.
breaks it down for like gender, age, country.
you have to look
Do you
at
put
all
your
that?
age when you sign up for Spotify?
I don't
I
recall.
think you have to.
I mean, I signed up for
The hell
Spotify
fuck
like
do I
10
know?
years ago.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta look into this. I think this is bogus numbers.
Might be.
I think it's a conspiracy.
We have one listener in Denmark. Allegedly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. Like, I'm a stats nerd, so I love looking at my YouTube analytics, my Spotify analytics. And it's like even TikTok for the shorts that I post, because I've seen y'all post like a few like skits on.
Yeah, we try to make it
Instagram.
fun. Yeah.
And it's weird to like see the breakdown because I don't know if Instagram does it, but TikTok will show you the retention rate, so it has like the whole length of the clip, and it shows
Oh,
like
how quick they just scroll through.
yeah, and it is like
Oh.
2 to 3 seconds.
Let's see,
Right.
that's got to be soul crushing sometimes. You're like,
I mean, that's
oh.
what people do. Man. You're
I mean,
laying in
I don't,
bed.
I don't
you're
have
just-
TikTok or anything, but yeah, I mean, I see people at work or around me, they're just like, shoop,
Yeah.
like just, I mean, if I'm looking at people's reels, I mean, I sit there and try to watch them.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of people's reels, but
I guess they do have to grab you pretty fast. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like 2 to 3 seconds. That's why you see a lot of videos have like retention bits. It's like scene change, something change. Like
It's quick.
do,
It's-
do, do, do.
yeah,
Yeah.
ADD.
Yeah, it's a thing you can look in the analytics and then add that to like how you edit your videos and structure it around that and see if it works or stuff. Because I have one blowing up right now. It was a story my grandfather was talking about Irish road bowling up in West Virginia.
Irish, what now?
Irish road bowling. So it's the Irish get bored often, and doing board stuff, they thought it would be a great idea to take a cannonball and throw it down a 3-mile stretch of road. So you roll it, and once it goes off of the road, it stops there. Then the next person on the team keeps rolling it. It's sort of like golf.
there's a team.
Yes, is a
So
team
you're
of 5.
competing against.
Who can get it
Other
down to
team.
3 miles quicker?
Yep.
Isn't that like kick the can?
Probably I'm not that old.
I'm not either, but I don't even know what kick the can is.
Isn't it pickup jacks? I should know this new
Tiddly
thing. It's
wink.
called ball in the cup. So I did the video, but I edited it differently. Instead of like the little animation of when I don't have video, I do little like not stick person animations, but like the photo of them wiggling back and forth when they talk.
Yeah.
But I cut out to like videos explaining it, like a dude rolling it. I found this amazing like peak specimen human from West Virginia as a giant Fu Manchu, receding hairline, tank top, and Daisy Dukes, and he's sitting there with a cigarette, just Irish road bowling.
Just rolling a ball.
Oh yeah.
Do you have teammates?
Yeah, you have about six.
Can you go solo if you want?
Sounds like my family.
I don't know. I'll have to rewatch the video. But it just blew up randomly. Like, all my other videos have, like, 200, 300 views. This is up to, like, 24,000.
That's so weird.
I'm like, why?
So,
Robbie, you need a Fu Manchu and some Daisy Dukes, homie.
All right, well, that would probably get us a lot of views. Yeah, I feel like every now and then you'll see a video. Like, John's had a video that went viral. And then,
The Costco hot dog one?
John made this video where he went into Costco, and his wife films him all the time doing stuff, and she'll play the Home Depot theme behind it because he's like your quintessential like dad doing dad stuff.
Yeah.
But so he went into Costco and he was getting his picture redone for his card, and so he went and got a hot dog, and then when they took his picture, he was taking a bite of the hot dog in the picture.
Oh yeah.
It was a pretty funny video, but it starts getting more and more views, and then the more viral it gets, the more it's picked up by other Instagram pages or whatever that just makes it snowball. They ended up with 2 or 3 million views on this thing.
It's wild, the things that like take off.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Though it's funny, sorry, but the comments, people just couldn't get over the fact that there was a Home Depot theme playing in
Costco video, yeah.
They hated it. They're like, why is it Home Depot?
Yeah, they focus on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rage bait. It's the easiest way to get views.
Yeah.
Just get people mad. I
hate that.
I love
Makes
it.
me mad.
Good. It works.
You mad?
You should post about it and I'll fucking click on it.
I have one that I just clipped because I'm editing my last episode. I've been a little bit slack and sitting on it for about 2 weeks. But I forgot I talked shit about Taylor Swift in there.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, no, dude. I guess you want to do that. Yeah, because they can't cancel you. What are they going to do? Not listen to your podcast?
Yeah.
They're just going to get it attention.
Yeah. So I saw like me talking shit about Taylor Swift because I was making the joke how they're wearing diapers to the Eras tour thing.
Oh, so they don't have to go use the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And I was watching past it. I'm like, wait, I need to clip that. That was perfect rage bait. So we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
What kind
That
of
episode
foul
should come out
human,
after this
like,
one now.
I'm sorry, but wearing a diaper to a concert.
And just shitting yourself.
They're probably, I mean, I hope not. They're probably just peeing in them,
Oh.
but still, like, I'm sorry.
I went straight to
Like,
shit for some reason.
That is insane behavior, and that person needs,
Help.
yeah.
Just really smart.
Just like any Taylor Swift fan.
They might be really smart. Like, I don't have to go to the bathroom. I don't have to leave. I won't lose
That's
my
not you
spot.
getting a rash, a UTI. I don't know.
That's true. I'm
You're also sitting in
Yeah.
your own,
This.
piss and shit.
It's not fun.
You're right. It's gross.
Yeah, think about that.
I don't want to be the guy defending.
No, defend it. Come on. Be
Here's why that's
Have you
okay.
changed your diaper today?
devil's advocate.
I'm gonna do that after this. Yeah.
I'm going to get real juiced
The
up
hell I'm
and make
gonna
a big
die.
leak in this diaper.
This is the shitty, smelly hill I'm gonna die on right here today.
This is shit hill.
Yeah. All right. So this is going down.
That
quick.
RP is going to be green. That's going to be fun. If I don't get green pee after this,
So
I'm
Liam,
mad.
Just don't light up like a lightsaber.
Yeah. I'm going to go hopefully put a black light up and see if this comes out like that color.
it will.
You know, go piss at Voodoo. RIP, I guess that's not a thing anymore.
Oh yeah.
Remember the black lights in the bathroom at Voodoo?
Yeah, that was a great place, man. That was like going downtown without. Did you ever go to Voodoo? Probably
I
not.
don't think so. I usually go to Shuggies is like the main bar I go to now.
Do they have black
yeah.
lights in their bathrooms?
They.
And it's a metal bar.
I think
haven't
so.
been.
It is like purple-ish
Okay.
lights.
There's a Serpent Church poster hanging up in Shuggies. It's really more of an I Hate God poster, but we're on it.
Hey, name's still on there.
I put my Duff's Tavern business card on there just to be like, oh, everything's there. I'm just gonna put the QR code face in, see if anything happened. It was gone.
Yeah.
I was like, someone took it. I was like, I need to make stickers of like the QR code and just print out 200 and
everywhere.
just slap them around.
Yeah, it might work. Okay, somebody.
It couldn't not work. I mean, you see a QR code 9 out of 10 times, people are gonna scan it.
I've got a couple stickers from people lately. That's
QR codes.
yeah, logo QR code.
Hey, I was gonna ask you. We're playing a Halloween show next week. next weekend, October 26th at the Bearded X in Park Circle. But we want to dress up. I think that was the idea.
So yeah,
And Ryan and I have no fucking clue what to dress up.
yeah. Everybody else in the band's doing this, that, and the other. And
So what do you think, Sam? Give us some ideas.
Yeah.
I have my Halloween costume already.
What are you
Can
gonna
you say
do?
what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Mothman onesie that I'm wearing.
Mothman, like.
The cryptid from Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Oh, like the actual.
actual
Okay,
Mothman.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like a comic book.
was thinking the Tick. Wasn't there
Yeah,
Mothman
they
in
was
the-
thinking
there's
the
a
Tick.
Tick.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's
what I was
what I
thinking too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is the actual cryptid. I found it on TikTok Shop, and it's a giant onesie.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. Can you explain it real quick?
Mothman?
Yeah.
So Mothman is a cryptid from Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and some people have said that they saw him. He's like a harbinger of like ill will or death.
So he's like the gray man in Polly's Island.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. There's people that claim to have seen him. There was a Mothman sighting, and then the bridge collapsed. There's another Mothman sighting, and another thing happened.
So an asshole.
They made a movie, right?
I don't know. Maybe the movie, but I know he's been featured in a lot of like Fallout 76 featured the
Okay.
Mothman in there. He's gained a lot of popularity, and he actually revitalized like Point Pleasant, West Virginia, because
They got like a statue and stuff now.
Yeah,
right?
they have a statue.
Oh,
they
they're
have-
leaning into it, huh? They're
Yeah.
like, come to our town.
It's just like Area 51. Like it's just a
Yeah.
tourist destination now. They have like
cool.
the Mothman Festival each year, and it just brings in so much revenue for the town. So even if it's like real
So
or
what's
not,
what's your costume look like?
I can actually show you. I got it on TikTok, so I can pull it up.
This doesn't help us.
I was just about to say, but we did ask about us, but that's okay. Well, we'll look at yours. We'll look at your costume. That sounds cool.
Don't mind me.
I won't take that idea at all.
Oh, you can take it. I don't care.
Oh, that is fun. That is real fun.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can play in something like that.
might be a little bit too tassely. For
Yeah.
that. Some of the popular ones this year. Well, I would say Space Marine. That's a popular one, but
Like
game?
Space Force?
no, like Warhammer.
I know that. I played
Yeah.
the first one.
I don't game, so.
It's like
Not a
a
gamer.
giant armored. Imagine like a. I'm gonna piss off so many people with this. Imagine like a heavily armored Buzz Lightyear. That's like the Space Marine.
Sounds fun.
That came out. You could dress up as the Joker, but the second movie did terrible, so you might get run out.
Nah, I'm not a
The
big.
decks.
The Joker's been done.
You
So,
can be the Joker, and I'll be Lady Gaga.
That I might do.
I think you could pull off Lady Gaga.
We have to call you Gaga though.
Gaga.
Gaga.
Yeah, that isn't.
I know you went to as a Wolfman one year.
Yeah, I did Teen Wolf a couple
Oh,
years
yeah.
ago, and I made stickers, and if you've seen them out there, that's me.
That was a good one, man. That
Slapped
was
them
fun.
everywhere.
I was
but
like,
I don't want to do that one again because I already did it. I guess.
To be Beetlejuice.
I feel like we're gonna see a million Beetlejuices because of the
Probably.
movie.
Yeah.
I kind of have to lean into the white beard too. It's hard
You
to do
could do
something.
Fallout Wastelander. You have the beard for it.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's pretty easy. It's just a blue suit, right? The number on the back.
I was thinking
it-
Captain Spaulding.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for me, not you, because bald head.
Oh yeah. There you go. That's a good idea.
You could be Andrew Santino, the comedian.
I could,
I don't know.
but again,
The redhead
I'm
one.
follically challenged, so.
A wig.
But wigs.
Yeah, they get uncomfortable. Itchy, hot.
My favorite outfit was I took a beer case, cut out a little square from it, wrote in nudist on strike, and wore that with normal clothes. This is my all-time favorite costume.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
And cheap.
And cheap.
yeah. It's the price of a costume for a case of beer.
Yeah.
buy
Serve
that
two
anyway.
purposes. Look at that.
It was. I think it was like Twisted Tea. So it was.
That sounds like a hangover.
Yeah.
I can go through like 6 things of Twisted Tea. I haven't been hungover in my whole life.
Oh man, lucky
Why
you.
not? You're not drinking enough.
I used to shoot Everclear up in Coastal.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you even do that?
Toughen that liver up, son.
Yeah. All right.
Because I was with the rugby team. So
And you're in Conway, South Carolina. There's nothing else to do.
yeah, nothing much to do in college except play
Shucks
rugby and drink. And I wonder why I dropped out of college.
To do this.
Potentially.
Yep.
Took a few years.
That's a good
in the
idea,
making.
man. Good idea. This is working out. This is nice. Look at this bar. This is really cool.
I know.
I love it.
It took a lot, and it's still in progress. Like I still have to figure out camera angles. I think I got the most of it done, but seeing it from the videos compared to like seeing it in person, like
It's like if I went to Cheers. Or,
Yeah.
like the set, I guess.
yeah,
You
I
know.
grew up watching Cheers. I've seen the whole
Right.
series.
So it's one thing in your head. Are you just your favorite TV show? It's one thing in your head, and then you go there, and it's like, oh, this isn't actually a real building. Look how realistic that looks. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the screen up here where I can see us. And it's a nice looking bar.
Yeah.
I like it.
I plan when I move to like dismantle this bar and have like this sort of trapezoid looking bar, so I can have like 3 people there.
It would be cool if someone else could be like on that side.
Yeah.
Norm, we have Norm over there.
Yeah, right.
Norm and Cliff.
You know, every of those guys are like in their 30s. During that. Didn't they seem like they were in their 60s during that? I guess the older you get, I don't know, the more.
God, I don't know what we look like then.
Right. These guys are in their 70s.
I mean, look at Woody Harrelson now compared to the start of Cheers.
Yeah, and he was like 20-something maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks the same, really, doesn't he? Or he wasn't bald back then.
He wasn't bald. He had like white
He was
platinum
balding.
hair, basically.
Yeah, that kind of started with the Natural Born Killers, right? He was bald.
Started doing that, yeah.
And then Danny DeVito's wife was in Cheers.
Ex-wife, didn't they just get divorced? Or am I tripping on that
I
one?
think they did. Maybe? I don't know. I don't really know celebrity drama.
Yeah.
Barkeep.
Uh-oh.
Hit me.
Heard.
I hope chewing ice isn't a bad thing on this podcast.
I was starting to chew a second ago.
I
Like,
chew ice a
wait,
lot,
we're on mic.
so-
I can't be chewing on
No,
ice.
you're good. You're far away. Enough away from that. Plus, I can always. As long as you
That's
don't
not
like
people.
eat the microphone like Kyle.
I'm not putting my mouth on that, don't worry.
Yeah, Parking Lot Talks is just an unhinged episode of 2 of my close friends.
I think I've seen some of those clips.
Yeah, I've seen the clips. I started listening to the one with Robert one morning, and I was like, 2.5 hours. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bail out right
Yeah, it's a
now.
long form podcast.
No, it's good. It's good.
The thing is, like, I don't expect anyone to sit down for 2 hours and just listen to it, bits and pieces. You can always come back to it.
My problem is I don't live too far from where I work now. That's the only time I would really listen to a podcast. So I don't really listen to podcasts that much anymore.
I just try to, every time I listen to a couple that I listen to, it's just digest it slowly, just in increments.
I've never been on a podcast before, so
Same.
I think after this drink I'll be a little more entertaining.
I'm glad I popped your podcast cherry, Robbie.
Oh, me too, man.
From above and not below.
What does that mean?
I don't know, you used to
As
work
a-
below you.
Oh, okay, right.
But also, yes,
Now he's
As
risen
above,
up.
so below.
yeah. As above, so below me. Whoa.
Whoa, now.
Oh, hey now.
It's gonna get saucy here in the second half of this podcast.
Yeah. Stay tuned for the second hour.
So what are, I know you said like some the big 4 growing up, but do you have any like obscure music taste? Like, you know how like a lot of people have like the weird playlists they listen to? Like, I listen to rock, I listen to country, metal, that, but like my weird playlist is sea shanties that I have 5 hours of that.
That sounds fun. More on that.
Yeah,
Like,
sea
'cause,
shanties?
yeah, like
listen
you
to
got
that
5 hours of sea shanties.
Yeah.
I feel like
You
2
know,
more of
there was-
these will be singing them.
Oh, for sure.
After the podcast.
Yeah, it's gotten popular since 2020 because the Weller Man was a huge song that just like took off.
Yeah, I remember there was something about shanties popping off.
Yeah,
a few years
before
ago.
that, Assassin's Creed Black Flag just featured
Okay,
all
that
the
makes
sea
sense.
shanties,
Yeah.
along with a little bit on Assassin's Creed 3.
Odyssey, right? They had them too.
Odyssey had like Greek singing.
Okay.
It was Black Flag and Rogue that had like the sea shanties because they're around like colonial piracy times and stuff like that.
So, I guess my question is with it is 5 hours. There's that many songs.
Yes.
That many shanties.
That many shanties. Sorry.
There are one of my favorite ones, The Longest Johns, which is a band from over in England, just released a new album like this week. They have, it's like a mix of sea shanties along with like they do covers of newer songs. Like I'm guessing there's Bink Saki from One Piece, which is an anime. I don't know.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I hear you and Javen talking about.
Yeah, it's the pirate
animes.
one.
Yeah.
Not an anime guy. Sorry again.
Video games, anime, just strictly like
Yeah.
music for you.
Oh, my
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
dare
it's just
you.
newfangled shit
Yeah.
out here.
Right.
With your cartoons, your video
When I was
games.
a kid, you watched
Yeah. We watched
Captain
Looney
Caveman and you loved it.
Yeah. Scooby Doo and Looney Tunes.
I will listen to was it Kiss on a Rose by Seal? I forget the name of the song. I will listen to that over and over and over.
Is that a guilty pleasure?
I'll get drunk by myself.
Oh, just
and
crank
put
it?
it on and just
You
sing
have a
it.
full seal
Oh
concert.
God, I
repeat.
love it. I don't think I've ever heard any of his other songs. But
Oh,
that one?
I mean, Crazy. That's a great one.
I'll check it out.
Get a little.
Put that on my phone. Listen to that.
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know if
say
there's
so.
any weird music I listen to, though. Do you have any weird music you listen to? Like
Oh
genres?
man,
I can send you
Yeah.
a list.
Yeah, you should.
I
I'm trying to
definitely
think,
listen to some weird music. Couldn't name any right now. I'm just gonna draw a blank on
You're on the
anything
spot,
because now I'm
man.
on the spot.
I
But
know. There's cameras
yeah.
and microphones.
I don't know. I mean, there's sometimes things come on my like songs and stuff, and my wife will be like, "You're gonna have to change this.
Yeah.
We do not listen to Marty Robbins."
It's your weird playlist.
Gunfighter ballads.
Yes, exactly. So there you go. You have your
Oh,
sea
look at you
shanties,
guys.
and I'm listening to Old El
Gunfighter.
Paso.
I like
You know what I
that.
mean?
I like it.
Big iron on his hip and all that jazz.
I heard Marty Robbins for the first time from like Fallout New Vegas,
Okay.
which is a lot of the
It's a
like.
video game.
I know it. So fun thing. Fallout came out like the show, and they had the soundtrack, and it was
Yeah.
like So yeah, I listen to a lot of jazz, like old 40s music and stuff like that. So that'd be another odd thing, I think.
I do like
People
smooth jazz. You know what I love is when for having dinner, like my kids are over and my wife and all
Throw
are
that
having
on in
dinner.
the background.
Like Alexa, play some smooth jazz. Everyone else hates it.
Oh,
But to me, it just sets the mood, man. I feel like we're in New York or something.
Put on some Ella Fitzgerald, some Ink Spots or something like
I don't
that.
even know who they are. I just the more piano and saxophone, the better.
Little trumpet
Jazz,
action.
jazz is always nice to like throw on. I know when I'm reading, I always put on like classical music. Like I have a playlist that has like classical music, mastermind plots too, and it's like a whole bunch of like the, it's like Devil's Trill, a lot of like
The villain music.
Yeah,
That's all right. I would check that out. That's cool.
it's nice. I would always like put it on doing homework, like reading a book and that stuff.
I like a lot of old country. That's not like a weird thing or anything, but
I mean, it is nowadays.
I do like 70s and 80s country.
like Conway Twitty.
Love Conway Twitty. I think growing up, my dad would listen to him a lot, and it was always on. So that's a big one. Conway Twitty, Johnny Cash, of course, Kenny Rogers, that kind of stuff. And I say I don't like 90s country, but one day my wife and I were hanging out in the pool, and we put this playlist on. It was all 90s country, and I knew
Every-
the words
every
to
song,
every
yep.
fucking song, and I was getting into it. And I'm like, I don't know why I know this, but I know every
Because
single
it
one.
was on all the time, probably, like
Garth
in the background
Brooks, man.
somewhere.
Give me
Ooh,
some Garth
where's
Brooks.
the bodies?
I was just about to say, where's Body's Garth? You see, there's some controversy with
he's-
Garth now.
Yeah, and he like called that girl out, which almost makes me think, you know what? Never mind.
No, say it.
I don't know enough information to speak about that.
Yeah.
Where's the
Me
Body's
too. I
Garth?
believe whatever she says. She's probably right. He's probably a pig.
He looks rather piggy. Piggish?
Like Tom Segura does have a point. He makes so fucking weird videos, just like no
And then
blinking into the mic.
when they edit him, like, that's the best. I get tickled by it.
Or like whenever Tom does like his impression of him.
It's pretty solid.
I don't watch a lot of Tom Segura.
I think he's coming in town.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, his ad keeps popping up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's also coming in town.
Is he? Yeah, he's here a lot.
Yeah, I saw him the last time.
Yeah.
It's like over $100 for a ticket.
That's dumb.
I will
I
not
would never
disclose how
pay
much
that.
I paid for Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle tickets.
I already know the price. I want to take it
Beforehand.
I've seen like some shows from local comedy club here. I know Sean Patton came in town last year.
Like Wits End? Have you been?
Yeah.
there? Okay.
When they first opened, I went there like every week for
They
like.
recently opened, right? Within the past couple months?
Yeah, I think it was like back in June.
Okay.
Is when they
Been a
opened.
minute now.
They have like Monday and Wednesday open mic nights.
Have you done one yet?
No, I have not had the material or the confidence to do it yet.
You gotta start somewhere, man.
I know. That's what you're supposed to do. Just go up there for like 2 minutes.
I thought about
Just a couple minutes, you know?
I've thought about it. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrifying to me.
Everybody thinks they're a comedian until they get on stage, and then
That's
you're like,
terrifying.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a joke that you think is good, and then you get up there and no one else finds it funny, and you're just like, fuck.
That's
I
why I
mean,
love
you
Norm
watch Kill Tony, and it's like you see people bomb all the time, and some of that stuff, man, I feel so bad for them people. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'd never do comedy again.
oh, it's cringy.
It's either they don't
I get
do comedy
embarrassed.
or they come back and they actually get better and you see the progression.
Yeah, those are always great, origin stories, but
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 they suck.
Yeah. And Tony is not the best person to...
No.
Well, he is the best person, but also at the
I mean,
same
he's gonna
time,
rip
like,
you. Yeah.
He will be brutally honest, and you can either take it or not.
Right.
Because he will be honest, he will make fun of you if you do something stupid.
I've seen a couple clips from that.
The best is when they try to like think they can roast him.
No.
You're not going to be able to roast him. He's untouchable.
I mean, you saw him during the roast of Tom Brady.
He was the best.
Oh my god. He wasn't even planned and they're trying to like shoo him back to his seat.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no bitch, I'm sitting up here now.
Yeah.
He like comes in, just drops the mic.
It's just on the couch with the homies. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was a little bit disappointed with like Bert and Tom for that roast. Like they did not do the best in my opinion.
Well, didn't they say that their original idea got turned down or shot down or something? Or they had two different ideas?
Really? I did the clips I saw from that roast. I didn't think they turned anything down because
I think they had like a meeting prior, and they were like, "Okay, what do you have in mind?" And I'm probably making all this up, but it was something along those lines.
They have some things that Tom Brady vetoed.
Okay.
Like that. Jeff Ross, you weren't supposed to make fun of. I think it was like the owner of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Because he's starting to make a joke.
Robert Kraft. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when Tom Brady came up and told him not to do that again.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. Come on now.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire getting
And you signed up for it. Let's get real. Like,
Yeah.
It's a roast. It's like you've seen like all the other roasts. These are all roast comedians.
relentless. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're not. It's not going to be nice. But
You're up there with savages.
yeah. And then I saw about a month-ish ago, I went and saw Shane Gillis down in Duluth, Georgia.
Oh, nice.
So fun. He had like 2 openers. I went with my buddy Campbell. Hell of a show.
Did you watch that show he did? Where he was
Tires?
like,
Yeah.
So good.
It was really good.
It's so
I
funny.
started it. I guess I need to try it again. You know how some shows you're just not in the mood for.
Yeah.
You got to be in the right mood. I mean, for it to really hit you.
I mean, have you seen his Gillian Keep stuff?
No.
He did.
I know he's a funny guy, but with that tire show, the whole time I couldn't get it out of my head that should have been Danny McBride. To me, it like felt like
that's
this
a
was written
character.
for him,
Yeah.
but you're doing it. And I know he's a funny guy, but I should try it again.
That last stand-up special he did that was on Netflix is hilarious.
Beautiful Dogs.
Is that
So
what
good.
it is? Yeah. The whole ending bit with George Washington or whatever. Oh my God. Yeah, you should start there. Watch that
All right,
stand
I'll
up.
do that.
Yeah, there's a good bit of stand-up coming out now, along with like a lot of people releasing stuff independently. YouTube has blown up, helped like a lot of stand-up.
Yeah,
things.
nobody. People are bypassing Netflix and putting it out on their own on YouTube and seeing greater yield. So that's good. Good for them.
It's the same as like anything nowadays. Like the internet has opened up so many like
Music.
music.
Who needs a
uh,
label?
Look at us.
Yeah, what's the label going to do for you that we can't do ourselves?
Right.
I mean, at this level,
Yeah, I mean, sure they can provide us some money,
maybe.
but we have to pay them back. But,
Right, it's more
whatever.
like loans
Just-
now. Yeah, fuck all that.
And then
I'm too old for that shit.
Markiplier YouTube just released a TV show on Amazon.
Who is this now?
Markiplier, he did like video game YouTuber. He was like
Okay.
one of the
Again, video games.
Well, video game YouTuber.
Yeah. This is my realm. I grew
Right,
up
all
watching
right,
that.
cool.
He was like one of the
TV.
He would just people would watch him play video games. He would do commentary and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then he started doing like horror movies, and he directed like Iron Lung, which is a movie set to come out, and he directed this TV show. I think it's like Empty something. I forget what it is. It just released on Amazon, and everyone's loving it. But it's just more. I'm saying that for the point of.
Like he started on YouTube and
He started
and,
YouTube. A whole bunch of independent creators now have
an outlet, I guess.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
they can be shown easier nowadays, and music signing up with a label, director has to sign with a studio production, like that type of stuff. Like even this, like I would have to technically be with a radio thing.
Right.
Oh, okay.
If the internet, because of that, I can do this. Everyone can do whatever.
When I was a kid, like when I first was in a band, I was in high school, and this is like early mid '90s, and we were able to finally go to a studio and actually record some stuff. But I just remember back then, if we were in Mount Pleasant, I went to Wando, and if someone from West Ashley heard of your band, you're like, holy shit, like we're really starting to like do something here. And now like we put out a song, and most of our plays were from Mexico.
Yeah.
There's like 14 different countries where people
We're pretty
have
big.
heard our
And
music.
big, we got more than 10 listeners.
Yeah, but
South America, like the Latin American countries, we're big in. I mean, our singer's from South America. He's from Colombia, and we actually have a song in Spanish.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's
that one
one of
should-
our favorites.
I want you to get us big in South America.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping for. We're all gonna move down there and live like kings.
Hell yeah, brother.
South America tour.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be fun, dude, because like a bunch of people would probably come out. Have you seen those festivals down there? They're pretty lit.
They love music and having a good time.
Yeah.
So.
They really do. I felt like they still do it the way we used to do it 20, 30 years ago. So,
Stadiums.
right. Festival.
Festival.
Like, the biggest festivals really aren't in our country, are they? They're Europe and
Yeah.
South America.
I mean, I don't know. They got like Lollapalooza now is like 3 days, and it's like in that Hyde Park or some park. In
No, it's just like one big festival. It doesn't tour.
And like you got the
Warped Tour came back.
yeah,
Did
they're
it?
doing like
I believe so.
three dates or something in 3 different cities.
And these things used to tour all over.
Yeah. You have like a 35, 40 date.
Ozfest.
You know, yeah. Now they do it like once, twice a year. But yeah, I totally went off the rails on when I was gonna go. But
It's okay. He's gonna edit all this
the
together.
swamp
make it
juice
sound
is
good.
getting me, bro.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. It's sweet and it's good. It's like the best.
If I drank these all night, hangover for sure.
Hey, when
This is green.
when the album comes out, just have the bar.
Serving
Oh,
nightmares.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Tonight's special.
So, we did send you the songs. So if you wanted to play them, I don't know if you're able to play them while we're doing this, or if you can go back in and like.
Oh yeah, I can. I was gonna add them throughout like the episode in different points, like play them and have like the song name and the title in like the lower third.
Okay.
Because we're, I think we're gonna release the next single on November 1st. You're telling me.
First is yep.
And then I think in December we
having
should
that.
get physical vinyls, and then we're gonna probably put the rest of it out. But if people listen to this podcast, they can hear the whole thing, or whatever you play.
Bits and pieces. Yeah. We have lyric videos coming out for Becoming Ghost. Which that's the song that's getting released on the 1st. Salt's already out with the lyric video.
Yeah, it was fun. We filmed that in my pool at my house, and Mauricio came over in this big green,
He looked
like the
Green
Green
Man.
Man suit. Because we hung up a green screen. I don't know why we even did that. We took a giant sheet in the pool and tried to like.
Kind of masked that it was a pool.
Yeah, I think his idea is they'd go in later and add all these effects.
I mean, it
but,
turned out well.
Yeah, it turned out pretty. You can see the screen we put up.
I mean, if you're looking for it, Robbie, don't tell.
But
Tell him what's in the
Marisa,
bro.
but I just remember being like, dude, please don't put that mask on and then go underwater because you'll probably die. And I don't think he's a great swimmer, and I don't think
He waddled with himself.
yeah, just basically. There was a minute there, I'm like, oh my god, they're both gonna drown in this video. But it has been fun. Like we try to do, we were talking about earlier, about doing little TikToks or whatever, and videos and.
Yeah, this gets pretty fun.
I like that video and the ones we're doing coming up. I mean, we have to do them all ourselves, just like you just DIY stuff. You know?
I mean, John filmed a video the other day promoting our show coming up next weekend. With he's getting his nose waxed, his nose hair just.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah,
you haven't seen that one yet? Oh, it's great.
I think I saw it. Maybe.
It's gross.
it's fun.
Yeah. They always have great ideas. It's different for me because sometimes I'm like, oh, I kind of get it. You kind of have to do that these days. So you got to make content and make people want to come back. And then the promotion part of it, yeah.
It's also nowadays people want to like hear about the people too. Like Joe Rogan had Jelly Roll on it. Chris Rogan, a lot of like musicians sit down for hours and talk.
Those are always good episodes too.
It's always interesting. Like I like hearing what's behind the music that goes in the thought process, or like just even having the person to person.
Like when Jelly Roll was saying something, I wrote 120 songs for this last album and kind of whittled it down to like 27 or something. Like, whoa.
How do you have that much to say?
I mean, yeah. I hear people say that, but like, don't have that time or that much creativity.
Right.
Or like when Zach Bryan came on, he like
That was a good
had a
one.
notebook of like all the songs. He just writes them down by hand. And when he was up recording in New York, he lost like a notebook of all his like old songs in a backpack, so it's out somewhere. Just hearing like he
These
writes
stories scare me. People losing like, tapes worth of riffs and stuff, and then,
And then nowadays you can just save it on anything.
yeah, unless you lose that.
Yeah. Use a password.
Cloud, man.
Something.
Didn't save it.
Yeah, I have everything on like a hard drive and I pack it up with like good storage. Like I make sure like I don't lose anything.
Hey, it would suck to do all this and then you're like, oops, hit the wrong button.
Oh, they're like what made me buy the mixer, like actually knuckle down and buy it, is I used to record all this off of my laptop. I have like 2 USB mics hooked up with like a black screen on OBS, and then take that out and I was recording like a 3-hour episode, and half of it got corrupted. So I lost half the episode, and then I couldn't drag the file out to edit it, but I could play it from the file. So I reopened the file, launched OBS, recorded that, and then I could pull that. So it was just like...
I mean, you got it, but man.
Yeah, it was a hassle. I'm like, okay, I'm going to drop $400 for an episode now. Just so I don't do that again.
Right.
Check your stuff. So some of the like skits y'all do, is there like a song, or is it just like put out whatever content just to see if
It's usually for us to promote something.
Music shows.
But I mean, we're doing a show, it seems like every month.
Try to do one a month. You know, you don't want to play too much. And
So we have, what, like 2 or 3 weeks in between shows, and so, you know, when it's a week or two out, we start promoting, brainstorming ideas, and it's usually like the day before we come up with some cockamamie skit.
silly.
Yeah. And we shoot it.
I thought it was a funny one where they had our singer from Colombia. They ordered him off Temu, and he got
It's T-Boom.
Temu, and he got shipped to the practice space when he came out of the box.
And it was all the smoke and lights.
That was a weird one because it's like, I don't think it's bad doing that. Like, I think it's funny. I don't think it's like it's at any lines. He thought it was funny. So.
Yeah, it was his idea.
But he liked it. He was into it. So.
I like the ones where I got the squirt stuff in John and Steve's face.
Yeah, that's always funny.
Yeah, I get the stuff on my face.
The flower.
The flower, that's
Yeah, John's good at that stuff. He's out there. If you've watched the videos, you know. Hey now. Yeah. He's a hoot.
Yeah, coming up with ideas like that is hard, but like if you have like a weird idea and it works, it works.
Yeah. That's the hard part, though. It's like,
coming up
it
with
might be
ideas.
funny, or I think we could come up with ideas,
Yeah,
but it's like,
when
are
you
they
think
good?
you're the comedian and then it bombs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But then, you know
Good
what?
on
It doesn't
paper.
matter because people are going to forget it in a day, and then you come out with
They
something.
might even they see 1 second of it and they're like,
It's only 2 seconds, and they're scrolling past
Yeah.
it, so it's okay.
Like you mess up something online that like just wait a day and it goes away. It's so
It really
fast.
does.
I mean,
The worst thing you can do is try to fight back with somebody,
Yeah.
or just, it's like, because, you know, we put stuff out there, and every now and then you'll get a comment, and it's like, just don't respond, and we get excited to go.
I've had like
It's tempting to fight. It's better not to.
it's sometimes fun. It really depends. Like some comments, me and my friends were doing a white girl voice, and there's a comment like, "Of course, it's 3 white guys making fun of a girl." I'm like, "You're fun at that party, aren't you?"
Right.
Just comment that back.
did you type it in your white girl voice?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're like so fun at that party. Just send it. Then the only other one I got is when I was talking shit about Chihuahuas,
Yeah.
which is like incredibly simplified, man.
Are those like Chihuahua fans, like Taylor Swift fans?
Oh yeah, it's like Chihuahua.
They wear diapers and pee themselves.
Both them and the Chihuahua.
Yes. It's a package
They're
deal.
mean little bastards.
Oh, they're tiny rappers.
We're watching my daughter's Chihuahua right now. It's like a long-haired Chihuahua.
I just took my hand off.
Yeah, Ryan came over before I came over here, and he was like,
I need these phalanges.
right? He's supposed to be here? I don't think so.
Sir, get out. My house, I must protect it.
He doesn't even live there.
Chihuahuas are assholes.
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck you, TikTok comments. I'm right.
But you know what? It does make it when one likes you. It does make you feel a little like, hey, this little Chihuahua likes me. You feel kind of special.
Yeah. So you're the chosen one.
Right.
Or like if a cat comes up and just like lays by you, it's like, oh, okay.
He just picked me.
Yeah. These cats are assholes too.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he's a cat guy. He's got a couple
I
cats.
got 3 cats.
I have a love-hate relationship with cats. Like, I used to have one when I was a kid, and she was so fucking mean, like a black cat. And she would just like bat at the doll, or she would like scratch at me. She was a little asshole. And then she just got old and ran away when we lived with my father. And then I moved in with some roommates, and I had 2 cats, Dusty and Cocaine.
The dusty cocaine.
I feel like they go together, yeah.
Right.
So Dusty was like the bigger cat, and we learned how to big horse. So I would always shut my door before I go to work. I'd come back and always my chair is scratching.
Like the handle. Was it?
It wasn't the turn.
It was the one with the
And he would like jump up and just smack it, and these two guys would just like, or if you shut the door, he would meow outside and scratch the corners, and you had to replace that. Yeah.
And I bet he didn't pay anything.
No, he just lived there rent free.
Hey, how's that beer in that glass? There's like some residual,
I taste
Miller pineapple.
mostly.
Because this is kind of sweet.
Yeah. It was good, but I can't drink drinks like that anymore. I would say
Usually I
anymore.
drink too
I
fast.
never really drink a lot of drinks like that. It's like we went on a cruise one time and I was like, oh, get the Bahama Mama or XYZ insert fruity drink. And like, sure, I'll give that a go. And like 2 drinks in, I'm like,
My tummy hurts.
I don't drink like this.
It's like 1 or 2 of the sweet ones is fine, but like get a whiskey sour or something that's like a little bit on the less sweet side.
Yeah, just give me a beer. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm
you
just
know?
a beer drinker, really. I don't drink liquor ever.
I mean, if you want to throw me a straight Jaeger or a straight Jameson or some sort of upper class,
Some top shelf.
some top shelf
Jaeger, please.
No, I was gonna say top shelf tequila.
Oh, okay. All right,
I like
that
the
is good.
tequila.
Like in the, what is that blue and white ceramic bottle? You see that?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I can't remember that
It's like
name of that one.
$30 a
But yes,
shot,
I've had
but
that. It's good.
That's good.
When I worked at Taco Bartina, like we had so much tequila there, and I never was a big tequila drinker, but the boss loved it.
Yeah.
So he would get like these bottles of tequila. There's one of them I think called Dos Armadillos, which is just 2 armadillos on the bottle, and he just hands it to me. He's like, "Here's a shot. You have it." I'm like, "I don't like tequila." He's like, "You work for me." I'm like, "Okay, fair enough. You got a point." It's so rough.
Yeah.
It's because you're not a tequila fan.
Yeah, it was smooth. I'll give it that. But it was just tequila's rough for me.
It's had to grow on me. Certain things I know I drink now that when I was younger and I tried drinking, I'm like, oh, this is fire. Or,
Yeah.
I'm drinking gasoline. And I probably drank some gasoline. There's been some times that's been quite questionable. Like, I don't know what's in this jug. This is gasoline. But
Were the old Four Locos before they...
no, I'm not. I'm just not a fan of that.
Aaron Padron, right? So we used to be in a band together years ago, and we would always stop at the gas station on the way to practice, and he would buy 2 Four Locos, and this was the OG Four Locos before they nerfed it. That's what they say in the game world. But
okay.
and he would drink it, but yeah, those things are nuts. One time we mixed.
I was going to say, because you brought the Four Loko thing, Sparks. Do you remember Sparks?
Yeah, that was about the same time.
Yeah, so I was more of like a Sparks guy versus the Four Loko, but not like I went crazy with them or anything. But I get a Sparks, get the night going.
We made a drink where we were mixing red wine with Bud Light, and I know that
Ew.
sounds really bad, but it was actually
Gasoline.
really. And I can't remember what we named it. I can't remember, you guys, but it snowed that night. It was like a cold night.
Midwest Librarian would be my name for it.
Midwest Library. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, bro, we're
It's
gonna
like a spritzer or something.
We're
You
gonna
should try
serve
it.
Neon Nightmares and Midwest Librarians.
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of 16-year-olds show up at our show.
Wait, what?
Mad Dog is coming back, like the younger generation.
I saw that. Yeah.
What? They still make it?
Yeah, they still make it. I've had I've had it 2 times. I've had the original bottle of it once, and then they have like the cans of the Mad Dog.
It was always great. Great Mad Dogs that I remember when I was in high school.
I think I did the blue one.
I like the Boone. Was it Boone Farms?
That was one, yeah.
I like that better.
This kind of reminds me of like the color of like Mad Dog or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like you drop a Jolly Rancher in a thing of vodka.
Oh, there was this guy I knew. He drank brandy, and he would drop the Jolly Ranchers in. I think they were grape Jolly Ranchers.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
It's wild what you can do with liquor, and like there's so many
Back in the hip hop.
weird ingredients.
So Ryan, we gotta bring this up, and you might have to cut this video into this podcast. Ryan played with some hip hop guys, and he is in a hip hop video playing guitar.
Oh, you have to send me the link for that.
This was easily 2009.
It was amazing.
10.
Yeah. I think it's like in a hotel room and all these girls are twerking and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And Ryan's like on the bed, like jamming out.
She said she can't stand brown, but she love little boosie.
It's
When
fun,
he
man.
showed it to me, I was
Enamored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. You should definitely incorporate that into this podcast.
Yeah, send me the link. It will go in.
Right.
Like I've started doing like a lot more cutaways and videos now. There was Campbell's episode where I cut into like a Futurama clip because I made like a whale biologist joke and he had no clue what I was talking about.
Maybe there.
Is that like was that Zoidberg or?
No, it was I forget what episode it is, but it was this whale named Mushu, and apparently like the top people are whale biologists now. He's like, trust me, I'm a whale biologist. So I cut in that. The video did pretty decent. Then I finally showed him Life is Brian for the first time because he had like a scratch off like movies you need to see and has never seen Life is Brian. So I cut into the ending of it. Always look on the bright side of life, and got nailed for copyright.
Oh wow!
I think United Music Group owns it. So,
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't make revenue.
I was telling you, if you play our music,
Yeah.
no copyright.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
that is a pretty
I mean,
good
it's
deal.
copyrighted, but we give you permission.
I think we just put that copyright thing on it. I don't know if that
don't
makes.
tell
Oh shit! Sorry.
Cut that out, bro.
I think United Music Group or whatever, they're probably
Yeah,
gonna buy
strike
the
you
rights
down.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
take it from us.
Watch out,
My bad.
Big F Sharp is coming after you.
I just want to get through this so bad now. It's so sweet. I'm jealous of your beer over there.
We can
Mix
can
them?
both go down together, bro.
I'm
you saying-
curious how that would be.
Red wine and Bud Light went together. Nice. So I'm
The
wondering.
Midwest Librarian went down. Nice.
I also have more liquor if you want to top it off with anything. A little absinthe might go good with it.
No, I'm good.
A little tequila.
I only have like Holion. I think that's the one I usually get because.
Espelon?
Yeah, Espelon.
There you
I
go.
just got a whole liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So when I turned 21, I got drunk on a ton of tequila shots, and it's ruined me for life.
And it's
with
probably
tequila.
like some Jose or something even
That
worse.
sounds cheap, I'm sure,
Yeah.
but even the smell of it now is. And I like margaritas and stuff, but like a shot of tequila for me is kind of hard. Still from that day.
I'm a big rum drinker. Like my 21st, I was doing like rum and coke and
Yeah.
Jello shots.
Ugh.
That sounds like a. You didn't get hungover from that?
I've never been home.
I've
in my
been
life.
wildly hungover and blacked out drunk on some rum. Have to take it easy on that stuff. That's another reason why on cruises or vacations and people are like, oh, look at this.
Bahama
Yeah,
Mamas,
I'm like, I've woken up naked in some strange places. Thank you, rum.
I feel like red wine and Bud Light, you get a hangover.
Oh, 100%.
That gives you that headache right
In
behind
the
your
front of your
eyeball.
head, yeah. Front head headaches. Worst.
I'm not really a big wine drinker. Like the only one I have is mead, which is right there.
So I didn't know what mead is, but
Have you
I
tried
always
it
thought-
before?
No, I always thought it was like more of like a beer thing, but it's more of like a wine or.
I can pour you some if you want.
Have some mead. They sell it
Tiny
at House
bit,
of Brews.
tiny
They
bit.
sell the
Yeah.
Viking. Is that what you have, like the Viking blood or
Yeah.
whatever? Okay.
Yeah, I see it on their.
It's like $70 a bottle or something, isn't it? Or is it 40? Maybe $40 a bottle.
It really depends on the type of mead.
Okay.
May I check the bottle out?
There you go.
Yeah, it's Viking blood.
Blood. Blood. There's no.
Yeah. Yeah, mead is one of the oldest alcohol. It's
Yeah, I
honey
knew.
wine.
Yeah, okay. I knew about that much. That's
I
all
don't
I
think
know.
that makes it good though, because did they really know what they were doing 1,000 years ago?
I mean, beer ran the world, man.
I mean,
Alcohol did.
Yeah, I'm sure, but was it
More
good
mead.
though, or was there like no other options? It's like this is all you get.
I think that's all you got right there.
Yeah,
19%.
that's a lot of percents.
Yeah, just pour a little bit. It's pretty good.
I might
Smells
wanna
like
try
wine.
too.
It
Actually,
kinda-
I think I have tried it before. You see what I just did? I'm so used to wearing a hat. I just had to
know.
take my hat
I
off.
was expecting you to have a hat in here.
No,
Yeah.
so I just found out
Like that?
recently
Like
that
that's good enough.
That should be fine.
Okay.
a lot of
Do
people.
I just need to sip it, like, or do people just throw it back? Like,
You usually sip it. It's fine with either. It's really dealer's choice.
I'll indulge. You want a little nip?
I might have a little nip. You take your little nip, and I might keep a little more.
Oh,
do you think?
that's delicious.
Oh, thanks. Get on glass. But I found out recently a lot of people thought I was either bald or had a head full of gray hair. So I've been trying because I
You
usually
got
wear a
to
hat. I
hang
wear a
on.
hat a
The
lot.
contrast
so
is
I've been
wild.
trying not to. It seems natural to me because
I mean,
just what I
I
look
live
like.
with it.
my natural and your natural way different.
It's true. That's true, Mr. Firecrotch. I'm assuming the carpet match
The carpet
the drapes.
matches
Ooh,
the drapes.
boy, I gotta slow down on that. That's pretty okay, I guess.
No, not a fan.
I expect it to be a little, I don't know.
Bitier.
Yeah,
It really depends on.
maybe thicker even.
There's a few different types of mead. There's like the one made with that.
This can't be what Vikings were drinking.
It was just straight mead. Like it was just straight honey that has like a few other things added
I think
to
it said what, ginger or hibiscus or something.
Yeah.
You're like, I got to get this down.
This is a lot of stuff I usually don't drink, so that's good.
Well, I
You
don't
ever at the house is hitting up hibiscus?
know. You seem like a hibiscus man.
Yeah.
Go to Starbucks, get the
Swish it around in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the drinks. I'm with you.
Yeah, the refreshers that were so bad to make. The frap. So I used to work at Starbucks.
I was gonna say.
the fraps are not as bad as anything. As the fraps are the worst, basically. Because I used to work at South Windermere, that Starbucks.
That'd be horrible.
Oh, it was half good. It was a cafe, so I didn't get the drive-through people.
Oh, okay.
But
I guess that's good.
there was a lot of kids coming off of school, and they would
Yeah,
come in and get
there's
like
got the school right there, right?
and they would come in and get frappuccinos.
Hey, what are these, like middle school kids?
Oh, middle school, elementary. About
Elementary school? See, that would be annoying. Like, okay, Buffy.
Yeah, the thing is, you can't.
That's what you went with.
So,
I can't think of anything. Yeah, Buffy's probably bad. I don't know if I don't know,
I
whatever.
think Buffy's high school.
Your name doesn't change. I mean, if you're called Buffy in elementary school, it's still going to be Buffy.
Maybe she's like, I want to be called Laura. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go
You're
ahead.
good. So you can't like if say 3 people order the same frap, you can't just pour it all in and dish it out. You have to do each individual frap.
Oh.
So when you come in with like 8 people ordering like the same frap, even if they're all like the smallest size, you'd have to individually make it. They're so annoying. I hated it. My boss also hated me because he was unfortunately named Falcon. So anytime he would come in the store, I'd do an eagle screech.
Oh, wow. Can we hear that?
Wait, like,
I've not done it in a while. My throat hurts.
Oh, okay. Thought that was a no.
Maybe.
It's,
do yours.
Yeah, do an
I don't
eagle
have an
screech.
Eagles. I mean, I'm not telling the story.
This isn't my story to
done
tell.
one.
I don't
Right.
screech.
He hated it that much where my last day there, I was immediately kicked out of the group chat. Like the moment my foot hit the
He
door.
couldn't wait.
Oh, he hated me so much.
So, God-given name Falcon, or
Yeah, first name Falcon, last name not
Bird.
saying because
okay,
he's
gotcha.
still around town.
Yeah, because no one's going to
Falcon
figure
Crest.
out.
His last name was Crest, and
Falcon Crest,
yeah.
yeah. Isn't that like a soap opera or something back in the day? It's a show.
something like that.
Oh, man.
Let's not date ourselves, Robbie.
I would
you
date
can.
myself.
I mean, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty cute.
Yeah. The contrast.
Yeah, it's the contrast.
Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Salt and paprika.
Brown hair and white beard. Do you ever take like a pause in the middle of these things to go pee or anything?
I mean, you can, yeah. Do you need a pee?
No. I was just wondering if you ever did.
I've done it a few times. It
Are
really
you trying to like pull?
I'm gonna
Like call his
I was
card?
gonna throw the drink out on the yard once he went to pee.
just the continuity error. It's just like,
right. Yeah, I chugged it, man.
Just
yeah, I stalled it. Play back the video.
Right.
Gone.
Ryan, drink this.
I have more glasses. You don't have to drink that if you don't want to.
No,
Don't-
I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna
Okay.
finish it.
Ain't no bitch.
It's just, it was better at first.
Yeah.
And now it's a lot.
True rock stars don't finish their drinks.
You know?
They have other people finish it for them.
I'm definitely not a true rock star, so it's okay.
Yeah.
All rock stars are all for being the authority figure and not finishing drinks. Yeah.
I love authority, though. So,
I highly debate that.
As
Govern me harder, baby.
being under him,
Yeah.
right.
how was his authority?
Pretty
Or how was he as
pretty
authority
lenient.
figure?
He was really lenient, but I'm also like self-sufficient. And
He didn't have to worry about you.
yeah, 9 out of 10 times, except when I'm like scaling a rack and then the safety guy walks by.
So I say, like, Liam is great if you give him something to do, he's great. If he gets bored, you're
he'll
going to have to go
find
find him. Yeah, and be like, dude, can you not King Kong this giant rack?
No, that was for a good purpose. That was,
I mean, were you getting something or
I was seeing.
Looking for something.
Yeah, I was
I'm
seeing
like,
if-
before I could say, hey,
filming
don't
content?
don't climb up it. And of course, when he climbs up it, who comes around the corner like the safety guy? And
Yeah,
then
the
he
one
yells
time?
at me
Yeah.
because he's like, "Hey, you're
What's
not
your dude
supposed to
up
let
there?
him
Yeah.
do that." I'm like, God. It might be the one
I've never
time
done
I was
this
ever
before,
like,
I swear.
"Fuck you, Liam." Yeah.
in this building, I haven't done it. 56, I was just scaling the racks all the time.
That was in the new building.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was the only time I've done it in that new building because they told us not to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you tell him not to do something, he's going to do it. Sure.
Authority. Fuck it.
He hates authority.
Yeah, down with the man.
You're a rock star.
Dude,
Anarchy.
Yeah, let's do.
Ah,
I was
oh,
actually
the green drink. Ah.
I was actually streaming Anarchy, and the HR person came down one day
Nice.
and just like looked at me and then walked.
Right.
I think everyone's. Oh yeah, you heard about I do bird facts every other Friday.
Yeah, they have these big Fridays of their stand-up meetings, and I was worked a Friday one time, which I usually don't do. I was able to stand in on one, and then he just starts giving out bird facts, but everyone was like ready to hear it. Well, I mean, like it was obviously a thing that happens every meeting, right?
So,
like, I feel like, yes, let's hear
is
this.
this the thing you only do at work, or do you?
I do it at work, but I can say bird facts.
Why, do you want one right now?
Yeah.
Want a bird fact?
Sure.
The albatross can lock its wings and fly and sleep at the same time.
And
Does
how
he lock
far-
it so another albatross doesn't come over and steal his wallet?
Why
Why
no,
does
it
he
does
lock
a
his
little
wings?
like.
Right. That's pretty cool.
Armed. Albatross. Armed.
Winged.
The most recent bird fact I did was homing pigeons. So how the homing pigeons worked is you took a pigeon from like where they're from, and they would always go back to that area. So it wouldn't be like, oh, a pigeon has an actual GPS to anywhere, wherever it is. It would go back home. Or if pigeons are mated for life, they will go to the other person and know where they are. So that's how, like, back in the day, all
Like
the...
a homie pigeon.
Yeah.
Homie.
Homie pigeon.
Homie.
Oh.
What's up?
Yeah, so I do bird facts now because they were like doing the stand up. They're like, "Do you have anything to add?" I'm like, "Not really anything. I can do a bird fact if you want."
And they're like, yeah.
They indulged me like one time, and it became a thing now.
Yeah. Do you have anything
That's
to
your
add?
thing.
Nothing important. Nothing that's going to help this business.
So do you now look up bird facts strictly for this, or do you
Yeah.
just have a
I
knowledge?
I have like the set ones that I have, but now I have to look up bird facts.
Yeah.
every
Shit, I'm running out of
That
facts.
sounds like a lot of pressure, right? Like, oh, he wakes up on Friday,
got-
like, I
he's got-
forgot to look up a bird fact.
Yeah, I got notes.
Yeah, I mean it's usually at 9, so I
Just
just go to the
Googling with
bathroom
one
real quick,
foot and
quickly
driving.
Google bird
Yeah.
fact, and they come out.
Sure.
But I don't have anything to add half those meetings. So just said that as like the dumb shit I say
Right.
normally.
That way you get to add something.
Yeah, everyone gets a little bit smarter. People love the bird facts, except for Barry. Barry reluctantly,
Barry, a bird hater.
yeah,
He hates birds.
he's pretty foul.
Very good.
He says he doesn't have jokes.
He's got bird puns,
Yeah.
bird facts.
I try not to ruffle his feathers a little bit.
Oh.
Fly. I don't know.
You don't have to riff on that.
Higher on
Damn it, I can't think of
orders.
anything. Fuck. It's this green drink. It's making me slower.
So what is Erode the Dreams plans? Like, do you have a goal in the future? Or just play music and see what happens.
Yeah, we're just
This is it.
seeing what happens.
Come on,
yeah.
Duff's Tavern podcast. So we've peaked. No, I don't know. At this age, it's not like you have any dreams of being, like making money.
Yeah, rich and famous. It's just a hobby, and it's
Just
fun.
fun.
And get to
I
hang
would-
out with my friends.
I would play Tin Roof every single weekend in front of our friends and have fun. Like, I mean that. Like, that to me, that's awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. We'll probably go on the road at some point. Like regional, maybe.
North Carolina, Georgia,
Florida
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, that could be fun.
hit up a few bars in Savannah.
That's always fun. But I think everyone might have different aspirations.
Yeah, but I also don't think we really discussed it either. It's nothing
we
like.
haven't had the talk.
Yeah, we haven't planned or mapped anything out. It's just we're just going with the flow, I guess.
Just make music and then play for people and they like it or they don't. I feel like we've had a lot of good responses, like playing live. I think we're loud's not the word I'm looking for, but I think we're a big
loud.
full band. I mean, we are loud, but I think it comes off as like maybe a little higher level. Our sound.
I'll tell you this,
that's what I
when-
get back from people.
When one person's not at practice, I notice. I mean, yes, it's quieter, but it's like it's the element's missing.
I guess we'll see what the CP does. Like, I think I would love it if we could put music out digitally and it like spreads around and people hear it. These days, I think the dream would be to like be on a soundtrack, like a song get picked up on a
Yeah.
TV show or a movie or something. Would be,
Yeah. Hey, that was on the show there. That 5-second clip in the background.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just got paid $100.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the most we've ever made.
I mean, there's a lot of movies around here, like
Yeah.
TV show movies,
So what are they always filming here? What's that show?
Richest Gemstones, and Outer Banks.
Yes, those two. Yep. The Gemstones is ending.
No, they just finished wrapping the most recent season.
Right, but
They
doing
probably got
anymore?
one more season left after that.
Yeah, I mean I've watched them all, but I'm just feel like it's got to peter out soon, right?
Right. But he'll do something. I mean, he lives here. So I'm sure they'll do something else after that.
There's so many celebrities that like either live or have a house down there.
It's fun watching those shows, and then you see parts of Charleston. You're like, oh,
Yeah, it's wild because I think I'm on like either halfway through season 1 or season 2. I lost HBO, so I just have so many streaming services that's wound up.
you got the axe.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll stayed in, YouTube Red stayed in.
Is that still a thing?
YouTube Red, yeah. So the YouTube, it's YouTube.
YouTube Red, what that was like for streamers and stuff.
It was basically no ads, and you could play YouTube while your phone is off. So that's one of the reasons why I got it, so I can just play it while my phone's off. So it wasn't counting the battery.
Just for that.
Yeah, basically.
Plays in the background or whatever.
It's good to have because if I'm like, oh, I want to listen to this YouTube video, I can't because the phone's off the whole time. And I don't want to watch a stream while I'm driving.
Allegedly, thank you.
Allegedly.
I'm not saying I do it, but allegedly. Watch the video or
Yeah?
True.
Glad you're still here to tell us about it.
yes. It's not like I sit there and watch the video.
Yeah.
Depends on the video. It's like, oh, I wonder what happened.
What happened?
Yeah. And what?
It's weird. I was watching Paul Walker tribute video.
All right. Sip on that one.
Chug, chug, chug. Swamp chug.
Skull it. Shrek it.
Donkey. Robbie.
Shrek pissing directly into my mouth.
Robbie. She only wants my swamp juice.
Oh, God.
You edit all the little awkward moments out, eh?
That was all
Like
staying
it
in.
just keeps flowing.
Hell yeah.
All staying in. Everyone at work's going to talk about it.
The unedited.
This is good. I think Jacob wants to come on. I was talking to him a little bit about it. I'm trying to get Javen.
He can spin a yarn. That's the accent.
Jacob or
Jacob. Yeah, he's pretty good at telling stories and stuff.
Yeah, he was talking to me. He's like, I need to teach you how to like actually bartend. I'm like, it's just awkward. Like you're talking and do that. I'm like, hey, Jacob, here's what's going on behind the scenes.
This was good today.
Yeah.
'Cause I did talk to Jacob about it.
Yeah, he was talking
Honestly,
about the drink maker videos. Just
right.
like
Sometimes they're a little stiff.
Yeah, I have to keep it under a minute, remember the script I wrote down, and then also talk while.
The explaining the drink's really good.
Yeah.
It's more the measuring it out and stuff. It feels very much like I'm just reading off the screen.
Yeah.
Today that was really great.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start doing that now that.
And no one has to drink it too, because the shit up it's.
Not forced to drink it.
You can still say the measurements, just don't.
I mean, I usually have the. I might stop saying
probably should measure them
because I
out.
have it like in the description too of it.
Sure. And I doubt anyone's watching your videos like, hey, oh, what did you say? Pausing it, like making a drink with it. Maybe they are.
Yeah, it's soon to be.
Sure.
Maybe we'll see.
I mean, that's all.
The like interesting,
Constructive criticism.
the interesting facts behind it is always. I've liked looking it up, and those things have been.
Like I said, yeah, I love the history part of it.
Yeah, it was wild. I think I have one coming out Monday. I think it's the Madras movie. Because I had the Shirley Temple come out recently.
Sure, that's not a drink. Is it?
It can be alcoholic. I had Gupton, who is known for AA, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, well, that's cool.
A little mocktail. Plus, I thought it was funny to give a military guy a Shirley Temple and have him drink it for hours.
That is good.
But the history behind it has been cool. Along with like drinks I've never heard of before. War Horse is one of them. Madras I haven't heard of. It's interesting looking into it.
So along with bird facts, you can now toss out, drink facts.
Drink facts, yeah.
One of them is absinthe is also nicknamed the Green Fairy.
Yes, because of the hallucinogenic side of it. Yeah.
And I think, I'm trying to remember back to the script I wrote. I think it was discovered by a Frenchman, maybe? Or at least the new distilling process for it was discovered. It was something with a French dude.
Always is.
It always comes back to the French.
And we are back from...
Shoot, I burped where you said that.
We're back from a bathroom break.
And a dog break.
And a dog break, yeah. Finally met Fen after seeing...
He's a
Good
good
boy.
boy. He's a good boy.
He's turning 4 in February. I got him...
He's a baby.
I know. I got him with a COVID check. Funny enough.
Oh.
That's good. Putting that money to good use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting a
And
pupper.
he's actually from over there. The neighbor bred like his whole litter, and
Okay.
I was up.
Are
at
they
the
all
gym.
big like that, dog?
Yeah, they're all English standard.
That dog's massive.
Oh yeah. His line is a whole bunch of junior and master hunters, so it is just like he pays for himself in one nut if I stud him out, basically.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Not yet. I've
Oh.
been going back and forth on it because I don't trust them. I don't trust some of them. Like I don't like the feeling of leaving my dog there because if anything would happen, just in case.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no, yeah, I get it. That's your baby.
Bring the bitch over here.
Then they feel the same.
So I did think of a
proper.
question.
Yeah, I got you. See what you did there.
Do y'all get nervous when performing, or like, are you so used to after doing it for a while, or do you have to like?
I am terrified every time.
Right.
I picked the wrong thing to do as a hobby for stage fright.
Yeah. I'd get a little bit of anxiety, but that's really the feeling I like. That butterflies in the stomach. I just drink a lot. and
Real
that's what it
anxious
is.
person, man, and yeah, I'm nervous wreck before a show, and then we get
Once
up
we
there and
start,
start
it
playing.
usually
I'm
goes away,
fine.
right? I feel like once the
Yeah.
music starts and you're like,
I'm good.
that's why you practice a lot. I always tell people, if you go see a band and they're tight and they sound good, like that's not an accident. That's
they
a
did that
lot of
right,
hours
yeah.
of practice, and then playing those songs so much they hate them because they've played them so many times.
You hate our songs, Robbie?
No, I'm talking about other people.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean us as a band. We don't practice that much anymore, but it's
Just
hard. to
lately,
schedule.
just
Yeah.
our schedule.
But I do get nervous, but once we start, I feel like it just kicks in, just muscle memory. And then it's like, come on, man, I'm an old dude playing rock and roll. Like, if I'm not having fun, you know. But I love that anxiety feeling, the butterflies. It's fun. Even if it's to like 5 people, it's still that same feeling.
I tell you, man, I get nervous playing shows in front of 5 people versus like the more, you
Right.
know, yeah, the 5 people crowds. So I haven't done it in a while, but there's been times I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Smaller crowds are more intimate.
Yeah, and that makes me way more nervous. For some weird reason, man. I don't know.
In our last band, we went down to Florida and we played one show where I think we played to like 2 people, and it was 2 people from the band that opened the show. It was like this. The opener was this like high school punk band who were really good, and all their friends came out to watch them. But they opened the show, and the second they were done, everybody left. And I think they felt a little bad, so they stayed and watched. But I loved it because here I am, like kind of an older guy in Florida for some reason, playing music, and after every song, you just heard like, and it just made me laugh so hard. I'm like, this is great, man. This is kind of funny. Like, I love it.
I feel like with the bigger crowd, you get more of a disconnect than like seeing it as like actual individual people and seeing it more as like a giant swarm. Maybe that's what I've been told from like
Yeah.
comedians and that stuff.
You can't see everyone.
That's what I was going to bring up. It's like with the lights, you can't make out people or how many. Like you just see heads at that point, and that's something that you don't think about, I guess. Like
still don't know
being
where to
in the
look.
crowd, yeah. So like being in the crowd, and you see everybody on the stage, or whatever.
Yeah.
You think like they can see you, yada yada. But like I've noticed being on stage and then having the lights, and I'm just like,
Right.
it's a lot like the last show we played. I'm like, I can't see what is in front of me. I see heads. Like I see shapes of heads and people, and that's about it. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Like there's people filming us, and
I don't know who to look at.
Yeah,
I don't want to have my head down. Like, I don't want to look down all the time.
So yeah, I have this the
then I
whole time
gotta
we're
look
playing.
up,
I
man.
have an internal debate with myself, like look up,
Right.
look around at people, and then I look at somebody, and I'm like, oh, this is weird, and then what am I going
I've
to look
made eye
at?
contact
Yeah,
with people
like,
before, and I'm like, oh, hey.
yeah.
Oh, God. That's why I'm growing my hair out. Is just so because back in the day when I was younger, I had really long hair.
Dude, you showed me that video. You
Yeah.
just
And I could just put my head down and just went, and then no one could see me. So I'm kind of trying to. I don't know if I can grow that much anymore, but I'm gonna try.
I've grown mine out a lot. Like I'm going for the mullet look now.
Yeah, like the
oh
you're back
yeah.
at Coastal playing baseball or something.
Yeah. I had like a couple years ago. I had like a mohawk going on.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Oh, it could be cool.
Yeah, and then my hair just started curling weirdly. Like I've had straight hair all my life, and now it just starts wavy and curly. I'm like, okay, well, I
It's
guess.
getting old, man.
I'm already getting gray hair. I don't want to hear them, you know.
I started getting gray hair on my beard when I was like at 30. And
Mine just started
just
coming
went
in
with
the
it.
past 2 years.
Mine's coming in on my temples.
just go with it, man.
I'm doing fine.
Just rock it, bro.
Just diet, man.
Embrace it. Yeah. Also, yes, you can dye it.
Yeah, you're young enough.
Yeah. It doesn't
start
look silly
dyeing
on
it
you.
now,
Like if I
it'll
start
be
dyeing
weird.
my beard, that's gonna look weird.
Oh, if I show up to work Monday with a brown beard,
Yeah.
people are like, they might know that I died.
Hello, my fellow kids.
Yeah, right?
It is weird when your photo pops up at work,
Right,
and it's you
it's-
fully shaved.
No, it's not. I got a beard on it. But it's not as gray because it's from
Oh,
like
I thought
10
it
years
was shaved.
ago.
But dude, seeing you like fully shaved, I'm like, who's this?
I know.
Who's this stranger?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, like that photo you posted of you at the computer from the year 2000.
Like 1990 with my 96 Wave shirt on, smoking a cigarette in
Your
the
baby
house.
face.
Yeah.
I was
My
like,
gateway computer.
Who is that? Yeah, that was a good one.
The last time I shaved my beard off, it was after the last band broke up. I'm like, I don't need this beard anymore. And then I shaved it off. I'm like, I need a beard. Because my face
I don't think
is
I can
weird
shave
looking.
my beard or have
Sounds
any
weird.
type of facial hair because I look.
get used to
Yeah, I get used to it.
And
eh,
then you
but
have no chin. You know, it's like, oh.
I just look like a skull.
Our two
Like,
chins.
I look so
know.
bad with my beard shaved. I used to have to do it when I was over in craft because I had a respirator.
Mm.
But I would wear the respirator fully shaved, like shaved the day before, and seal still wouldn't work. So when I was doing the safety stuff, like it was like bitters. So I would just like push through it and be like, "Yep, it works." I come down to the source. I'm like, I can keep my beard because I hate shaving it. I have such a baby face. I hate it. It's so bad.
Yeah. I look
sensitive skin, or is just you just hate.
I just
the look.
Right.
yeah, the look of it.
I don't know if like the shaving thing was like an irritation.
No, not it. It's just the look of it. I hate myself shaved. The first time like I shaved my beard after growing it out really was up at Coastal, and I picked the worst time to shave it around winter time. I was like, why is my face so cold?
Yeah, right. It's like a sweater. It's a face sweater.
It is.
The only other time I'll shave it is if I dress up for Halloween as Jacob, which I need to figure out. If Halloween falls on a day that I'm working and Jacob's there,
I think it's like a Tuesday or something.
yeah,
This
I'll have to
year,
wait. A few
So it has to be a
days.
Friday.
Yeah, it has to be a Friday, or I might just
So what are you gonna do? The goatee, mustache,
goatee. I have like the blue shirt picked out, stuff a pillow under it.
Trying to say Jacob's a bigger man
He is.
He's not. He's not like a fat guy.
Fluffy.
No, he's not fat. He's just built.
Yeah,
differently.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's built different.
that's pretty funny. But then what do? You just walk around and like,
I just
Tell
do
people
Jacob's
what to do.
mannerisms the whole
Yeah.
time.
have you practiced?
Let's
them
see.
yet?
Yeah, let's see your Jacob mannerisms. I don't know Jacob, but
That's pretty good.
you got to laugh out at Robbie. Must be good.
Yeah.
Any comments?
He always.
Concerns?
Yeah.
Questions?
He always
comments,
says
concerns?
and stuff. Right? You ever notice that? He'll like
Yep.
da 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 and stuff.
He's like, he doesn't want to end it. He's just like, this, and stuff. Any questions, comments, concerns,
And stuff.
like, and stuff. And the little like
I just went to Orlando with Jacob. for
And
work.
stuff.
And stuff.
and stuff.
We went to a trade show and
I,
stuff.
I saw that on your story.
Yeah.
You looked at
How
the
was
robots
that?
that are going to take
was
your
fun.
jobs.
Yeah, it was all about automation.
Mm.
The longshoremen would have hated it. They would have striked. Just like that.
Dude, the longshoreman.
I don't have any. I don't care either way. I just say.
Here, the only
I
thing
mean,
I have to
it
say
came
about this, just when you're striking to get more money, don't wear Chanel glasses.
Well, those guys already get paid. Shit.
Yeah, I know, but
You got to look poor.
yeah.
Look the part.
And I'm not trying to go off on a longshoreman thing. There's a lot of automation in the world out there now, and I don't. I mean, you got robots that can do that job 24 hours a day.
You saw the Tesla robots that got unveiled.
Well, those are so
Yeah,
fake. Those are
yeah.
fake as
I
shit.
mean,
There's a person behind it, but it's also like iRobot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So all the memes
car,
are great.
everything was straight rip off of iRobot. Even the iRobot guys, like, hey man, give me my designs back. But I saw a video of that where they were talking to him, and it was supposed to be they're actually talking to a robot. I'm like, that isn't. Come on, it's just a guy.
It's a
He
dude
kept
behind
saying
it.
like I'm like, a robot's not gonna say but
Unless you program it in.
you know, I did think about that too. That would actually be a kind of a cool way to have AI talk, because then it does sound legit, but it's really just a dude with a headset
Yeah.
talking.
Or like I think it's like a full VR thing because they have the articulating fingers too. Because like the VR stuff now, instead of like the controllers, you can have like full movement of the fingers too.
Well, I have to say that if they were actual robots that someone was controlling VR and making them walk and move like that, that is still pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see some implications there.
It's better than those Segways with the iPads on it.
Yeah, right?
I've seen like a few of those roll around. I'm like, what is this?
Right, you have like a meeting and everyone's face is on a Segway.
Yeah.
Those are funny. Sorry, I just thought about those.
Yeah.
I mean, the inventor of the Segway died by it.
Yeah.
Off a cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, we did see down there the Boston Dynamics is there with the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You saw
yeah.
that, right? And it's kind of scary, man, because in my head, all I can think is RoboCop. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've seen the original RoboCop with that scene where the
Me or
robot kind
him?
of screws up. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah.
But,
I've seen RoboCop.
where the thing comes in and they're like, hey, we're going to do a test. And he's pointing the gun and then the thing just like, shoots him. I don't know. That was ingrained in my brain.
Watching RoboCops from the 80s now, they look so, like, you see the stop animation things and stuff
But
in
it's
there.
still great.
Oh, it's great.
So
yeah.
good.
Peter Weller's.
Yeah,
right?
he's still around.
Or like the old Blade Runner too. Like the
Yeah, with Harrison.
yeah.
That,
I haven't seen the new one yet. But
what? It's so good.
I think I tried
is
to
it
watch it and
Ryan
fell
Gosling?
asleep.
No.
Yeah.
It is
I believe
Ryan.
so.
Yeah, it's Gosling. Yeah.
Whoever it
Or
is.
someone that looks like Gosling.
Whoever it is, he's great in it. It's a really good movie.
We're going with Gosling.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the sci-fi stuff is cool. I know you played Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole like setting for everything is interesting.
It's the only game I've ever played where as soon as I was done, I immediately started. I know a lot of people do that. I never do that. And I started it over right away.
Who
Could
was
you
your
play
first-
it differently or something? Sorry.
Yeah, there's a million different ways you can play that game. A lot of
Okay.
choices that
Yeah,
change
you can
things.
start out as a street kid, a nomad, or
I did Nomad the first playthrough, and now I'm doing Corpo. Corpo's better. I feel like it's more canon.
Is this your second go around? Third go around?
Second go around.
Okay.
I did street kid the first time and then nomad the second time. It's
So what's the difference?
You haven't done Corpo yet?
I haven't done Corpo
It changes some of your
dialogue options.
dialogue, but it also changes like your background of the character, where he comes from, and how he starts. I just feel like Corpo is a little more.
They're just about options then.
Yeah,
Okay. It's
Yeah.
a different storyline, and
slightly. There's different.
is this
start points.
online? Are you playing against other people?
No, it's
or
a
is it
single
just-
player game.
Okay. It's
Okay.
just an RPG. It's yeah,
It's great though.
Yeah, it's made by the same people that made Witcher, which the TV show failed.
I think I tried to watch
You
the
didn't like
first
TV show?
season
I
there
kinda
of
After the
that.
second season, no, because they completely took like, oh, this amazing book that everyone has loved for years. Fuck it.
I never read the book, so
They've done that with a lot of things, though. You
I
know.
die hard the game either. So.
And the things they've done that with have failed spectacularly.
Right. Just stick with the source material, huh?
That's why Henry Cavill left. Is like,
Right, because he was a big fan.
oh yeah, he's a big fan of Witcher.
So
like,
who's the Witcher now?
Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, he swapped over, and then I think they're ending this season after that because they were trying to make Witcher like this big thing with a whole bunch of different spin-offs. And then they're like,
But nobody cares.
yeah, I mean it's just the route they're taking with like beloved franchises and just.
Have you started the Penguin yet?
I haven't yet.
I started that this week. It's fucking good.
It's really good. I
It's really good.
just finished the most recent one last night.
I've only watched 2 episodes, but they're
I only watched like 2 or
long, so
Yeah.
it's like I didn't really binge it, but
maybe like about an hour.
and I did like that the whole as it Matt Reeves is the guy who did the Robert Patterson Batman. It doesn't matter. But anyway, it's from that world, and
It
it's
takes place right after that
right from
movie.
the
Yeah.
It
some-
could be this. It's
there's
like
some
the
flashbacks
Sopranos.
and
It's
callbacks,
just a,
yeah.
he's just a gangster.
It's good, man. Colin Farrell's solid.
I've liked him in everything.
Yeah.
He's great as the Penguin. But if you haven't seen it, I guess.
Yeah. HBO, got to get it back.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
for
I
the
forgot you
Penguin.
lost the Max. Come on, man. To me, what I have HBO Max.
You can borrow Robbie's
Apple.
password. It's cool.
I don't give anybody my password. It's like that. You
We had that discussion
pay
earlier.
for your own shit, but
I'll just give him like a few more of the drinks. and
Yeah,
be like, here you
flip him
go.
some more swamp juice.
probably
It's
not.
good.
I'll get more hostile about it. But HBO Max, Apple TV, Amazon Prime. I think that covers it.
I have Amazon Prime. I've debated on Apple TV because I've wanted to watch Ted Lasso so bad, but I haven't.
That's the only reason why I got it.
Silo's great. For All Mankind's great. There's a bunch of good shows on
Because like I haven't really
I
seen.
forget that I
much,
have Apple, and then I get
Yeah.
the receipt every month. And I'm like, oh, I still have that.
Because I haven't really seen that much soccer. Like I've never really been a big soccer guy.
Battery games, man.
I've wanted to.
That's
should.
fun. So
There's a game tonight. I'm skipping it to
Yeah.
be here, which is rare for me.
Robbie will be like, I'm not doing a show this day or
Right,
having
yeah.
practice because the battery is playing.
I'm a season ticket holder.
Yes. I've been to
regiment member.
2 or 3 games with you.
Yeah, they're fun, man.
They are
They're
fun.
good
I'm
times.
now a fan.
I think if you start going to those games, you'll start getting into the sport.
I mean, I played for 2 years. I just I haven't really watched that much soccer.
Yeah, but you have to go as like a crazy hooligan fan. That's
Yeah.
where the fun is.
I think
Drink
the
for 3 hours in the parking lot and then go into the game.
It's an experience. It's
Yell at these little 20-something-year-old dudes. like
I think I went to a battery game when I was like young, like 8, 13-ish, around that age. So I wasn't
It's
able
like
to
3 years ago. Sorry.
Just a little bit.
You were probably there,
yeah, I was probably there. You're
in the parking lot,
Drinking in the parking lot. Yeah.
yelling at
Did
20-year-olds.
you
Probably.
just play soccer like when you were younger? Or?
Young, yeah. So I grew up. We were a big baseball family. I played a lot of baseball, a little bit of soccer, like 1 year football, and I'm talking like up until I was like 12. So not anything over that, but as a kid.
Pee Wee League or whatever.
Yeah, but we were. I was on the all-star baseball team a couple times, a catcher.
You play over there at Playground Road.
I grew up in North Augusta, man. I was on
Oh,
the
that's
Dixie Youth
right.
Baseball
Oh, you did the
League.
Dixie Youth. Yeah, we had one of those down here.
Yeah, I moved here in '89. In Charleston, it's funny because you feel like you have to kind of, I don't know, prove yourself, whatever. But my mom was born in Charleston, and then they moved away and had me when I was in Augusta, in North Augusta, and then moved back when I was 12.
I mean, I only moved down here.
Those are my roots.
2008, 9-ish.
Yeah, from where?
I'm just gonna say West Virginia.
Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Nice.
While I'm bartending, it's West Virginia, but I was born in Cincinnati.
I was going to say it had to have been Ohio with the way that you
nice.
said that. I was thinking it, but I was like, I'm not going to go with the whole.
You would have been right on the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were coming back from Florida, it was weird because the plane we were on landed in Charleston, but it was a connecting flight, so we got off. But then it was going to Ohio after that, Akron, Ohio, and I was like,
And it was
well,
empty.
I didn't know planes. I didn't know they went to Ohio. I thought they only came from Ohio. I should have said that before I got the plane, but it wouldn't have been funny. So. It's only funny now because I've had.
Go home, Buckeyes. Go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what
I know a lot of nice people from Ohio, so I'm just kidding.
I talk to you about Ohio all the time.
Oh, you're from there. You can say that.
Yeah.
I've been there
Except
once.
like a lot of people are just like all about Ohio. Like Sportsbook up in North Charleston has like a Buckeyes like fan. That's where they all meet and
that
watch
the-
like
the
a Buckeyes.
fan club goes?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different teams in this town that have like.
Little bars and
Yeah,
fan
you used to have an
clubs,
Eagles
yeah.
bar. It's actually
R.I.P.
I think the Dolphins bar is the Hunley's right down the street.
That's Bills.
Buffalo,
Bills.
yeah.
Oh my God! Don't let them hear you say
Yeah.
that.
Edit that out.
Yeah, they're a Buffalo bar.
I'll just show up for the wings and walk out.
Yeah,
I forget like which bars are everything because I never really.
it's hard to keep up with. Man.
Yeah.
It's, we don't have pro sports in this state,
Yeah.
so
We have the Panthers. No.
and they're not even
Yeah,
really ours.
I
I mean, they're in
mean,
Charlotte. I remember when they started and there was a big push to be like, hey, South Carolina, we're your
Yeah.
team too, but it's like not really though because you got Carolina colors and you're in Charlotte,
We do have.
and now you suck.
Is the Stingrays Major League Hockey?
They're minor.
They're
It's
ECHL.
Yeah. East Coast. South
They're a
League.
couple levels down. They have had several guys go up to the majors, and their old coach won the Stanley Cup with
Stingrays games are fun though.
That was fun.
There's a good bit of like minor leagues around here that keep it interesting.
I thought I read one time we're like one of the top cities for like minor league sports.
I mean, we
you
have-
got the
you gotta
River
think about-
Dogs,
you
the
gotta-
Battery,
yeah.
the Stingrays. We used to have an arena football team.
Yeah, was that the Swamp Foxes?
Yeah, and even that was like AFL 2. It wasn't like the top
Okay.
league. It was still the minor leagues of arena
I
football.
don't think I ever caught any of those. It didn't last long enough for me.
I
to catch
went to
that.
one and I
Was
caught
it the Coliseum?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
And we were sitting on the front row. And the big thing there, if you catch a football, you get to keep it. And I was sitting on the front row and I caught a football and I got to keep it. That's my big
Oh
story.
man, I thought they were like, accept me. They took
Yeah,
the
they're
ball
like,
from
yeah,
I
me.
love my money. Give it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got tackled.
Hey, we're running low.
And we used to have an NBA developmental team here.
Oh, we did have a
They
basketball
had a
team.
reality
Yeah.
show around that. And
Did
it was
they?
a weird mascot. It was might have to look it up. Low Gators.
The Low Country.
I think it was Low Gators. It was something
It
weird
was the
like
Low
that.
Gators,
I've
yeah.
heard of it.
Yeah, it didn't
Never
last
heard
that
of
long
it?
either.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't even know we had arena football.
it lasted. I mean, about as long as the Swamp Foxes or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think you had consciousness yet.
Probably not.
Yeah, this is a long time ago. This might be
I
pre 9/11.
forgot the low gators. Yeah.
Pre all the new airport checks now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Let's
You
tell
should
my
just
kids.
walk to the terminal and tell your
You
loved
go-
one
yeah,
goodbye.
you go all the way up
Yeah.
till they get on the plane, and then you could sit there and watch,
Watch
the
them.
plane.
Yeah, you can't do that now.
I mean, before I had like my ID or anything, my name's on the no-fly list, so I had like a hard
What?
time. Yeah.
Why?
There's an IRA terrorist with my name.
Liam, like the whole name, your whole
Whole
name.
name, even middle
Is
name
that still
too.
a thing? IRA terrorists?
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit? Yeah. I don't know anything about it, so.
I mean, as long as they're still Northern Ireland, they're still IRA. They're just not as explosive lately.
Yeah,
No
they're not blowing shit
car
up in London.
bombs.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not get on that subject too much.
What, you don't want to talk about English people dying, Robbie?
I don't know anything about it, so no.
So the thing about the Easter Rising...
Yeah, I just always heard you don't go to it. If you go to an Irish bar, it's a car bomb. It's not an
Yeah,
Irish
no, when I went to Ireland, they fucking ordered that.
an Irish car bomb.
Yeah.
Who's they? Like your homies? That you went with the boys? And
Sort of, yes. I was with a Maryland rugby team, and it was like my senior year of high school.
did they not get the memo?
Yeah, like,
They were drunk.
like maybe don't even say car bomb. I don't know.
Do you have the drink with the Guinness and the Baileys?
you know, you drop the
and,
thing and-
Yeah,
yeah.
the explodey drink.
Yeah.
No, it was wild going over there because I was like freshly 18 at the time, and I was going with a whole bunch of adults over to Ireland in like a foreign country. I only knew like
Barely legal. as
yeah,
some would
basically.
say. Yeah,
I couldn't drink over here, but I was plastered over there.
Nice.
And I was supposed to play with them, but I broke my wrist at the time.
Did they still let you go, or
Yeah, they still let me go. I paid for it. So I was just like taking photos on the side, and as I was getting my cast, I asked like the nurse, like, "Hey, I'm going to Ireland. Can you wrap this in like the Irish flag colors?"
Oh,
And
nice.
Absolutely loved me over there.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
smart thinking?
So what did they say when they ordered the Irish car bomb?
He just stared at him and said, "Pick another drink, buddy."
Pick another drink, buddy. I can't do accents.
Why can't you do accents? It's not that hard.
I can't do.
I mean, you can do Middle Eastern accents. Just talk like this. Poutine.
Oh, what else you got?
Uh,
How many accents do you have there?
I can do a southern accent a little bit like this, the draw. If I go up to Ohio, I talk like this because I accidentally say ma'am all the time, and this helps a little bit.
Right.
You're not from around here?
But yeah, other people get insulted, right? If you go up north and say ma'am or
Oh, yeah.
sir, and like
Because like ma'am is more of a like old person grandma
Right.
type thing, so it was beat into me down here.
I was gonna say, but they don't understand the southern kids. It was like whack, yes ma'am.
Yeah, that's why the accent helps a little bit. Just put a little bit of twang on it.
Right, and they're like, okay.
Like
And
I-
never order the tea because it's always unsweetened up
Oh, I
there.
know.
I'm okay with that. So here's a wild thing from the South: don't drink tea.
Yeah.
Don't drink sweet tea.
God,
But
grab the sweet tea.
I will drink a unsweetened tea real quick.
One of my chores as a kid was to keep the sweet tea. If my dad came home from work and the sweet tea was empty, God, he'd be pissed. You got to keep that sweet tea full.
I
man.
had to deal with that too. I don't think my
And I'm
parents were
talking-
pissed or anything, but yeah, they
Oh,
had
it
the
was on the stove in a pot. That's how we made it.
lip.
Heating up the water,
Yep,
tea
yeah.
bags,
Oh,
sugar.
You
absolutely.
gotta let it steep for a little
yeah.
bit, and then my secret is you got to take the spoon and really push the
Oh yeah.
shit out of the tea bags.
But tea purists would say you don't push the shit out of the tea bags.
Oh, they're full of shit. I'm a tea purist.
Are you?
Yeah,
Pure tea.
It's quality.
Yeah. Ooh.
I like that. It's called tea. Does this just keep going until we're finally like, fuck it, we're leaving?
Yeah, that's about it. Unless you want to wrap it, it's up to you.
No, I feel like we're finally having some good conversation here.
It's riffing, bro.
Just riffing.
Just sit, have a
I'm
drink.
just now getting loosened up.
So, is there any venues that you would dream to like play in, like Madison Square Garden, like Red Rocks, like stuff like that?
Fucking Red Rocks would be really cool. I would just like to go see a show there. I actually went out there. My wife and I went not too long ago, but we just like went during the day. People go there and run up and down the stairs and exercise. So we just went and walked to the top, and holy fuck, I was dead by the time I got up there.
Well, the air's thin. I mean, you're
Yeah.
up in the mountains there,
Yeah,
right?
you can get up there, and on a clear day, you can like see Denver. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I would like to play there. I don't know. What about you? I can't think of any venues I've ever.
No, I mean, if I'm going to be realistic, I don't think I'll ever play any of those places. But I mean, would it be cool? Sure. But I mean, I don't know if anything really stands out to me. I just play wherever, man.
Yeah, I don't know if as a smaller time band, you really think about venues that much because we'll play.
I mean,
we play where
I
we
know
can't
it's
fit on
around
the
here.
stage.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fine with me.
We got so much gear as it is. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, and I'm okay playing in small places.
Yeah. I was thinking it's fun to like dream sometimes of that. Just be like, oh, that would be cool.
I mean,
Oh,
maybe even the
100%.
North Charleston Coliseum.
Yeah,
I've seen-
yeah.
I've
I
seen
mean, the
bands
Performing
there.
Arts Center. I would like to do the
Yeah.
music hall. Like,
Music hall would be cool because I don't.
I went to see Wheeler Walker at the music hall down there.
how was
that?
that?
It's so much fun. I had Robert and Chad come,
Yeah.
and it was Fuck This Job tour.
Was it the recent one he did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Back in May, maybe.
Yeah, I think around that time, yeah. And that was the only like second concert I've been to. The first one was when Dropkick Murphys came down, like I think 3 Octobers ago. It was their acoustic tour,
Oh, nice.
so they played the
saw
whole
them.
time.
So I guess he doesn't break
Saw them here. Yeah.
character at all, huh? Wheeler Walker the whole time.
Nope, not at all.
That's cool.
It was interesting because Robert never listened to any Wheeler Walker.
Oh, so you
song.
know he's in.
Oh, he had no clue. And then he had me and Chad sing "Fuck This Job" while like the supervisor was right there.
Yeah, Robert's
It's like, wow, this feels a
the
little
weekend
targeted.
supervisor.
It's like, wow, this is a little bit targeted. How do you know all the lyrics to that song?
Why are you staring at me singing this song?
Unbreaking eye contact.
Yes,
You can blink
yeah.
for 4 minutes.
But speaking of venues, I think the one in Charleston that everyone wants to play is Music Farm. That's like the big one for local bands.
Or Firefly now.
Oh yeah, Firefly.
Oh, yeah.
But I just Farm's got the history behind it where every
I mean, I first saw shows there when I was like 12. So, like, one of my first concerts I went to, 12 years old, Music Farm.
yeah.
And
So it's always a treat to get to go on that stage.
I've seen so many bands play there.
Me too,
Yeah.
I've seen Guar there a couple times. Suicidal Tendencies play there years ago. I saw Bush there. Not that I'm even a big Bush fan, but I just remember
yeah.
going, and it was kind of before they got big.
This was like 93.
Something, yeah.
There's also the Poorhouse, Windjammer, like...
The Poorhouse,
We'll never play
yeah.
Windjammer. But I think you have to be a cover band locally to play Windjammer.
Hey, never say never. You can play the outside stage.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It just depends. I mean, they cater to a certain crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Poorhouse would be cool. I've never actually seen a show at the
I've played
Poorhouse.
the outside stage at Poorhouse.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
So Ryan's in a band called Lost Cosmonauts.
I'm also in
town?
another band. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lost Cosmonauts.
I love Lost Cosmonauts. I actually was a fan of that band before I met Ryan.
We played a show together 2
did?
years ago, around this time of year.
Lo-fi Halloween show. That was
When you
the
dressed
Teen
as the
Wolf.
Teen Wolf, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I came as myself.
You did.
Yes.
I think we were the only ones who dressed up.
Half my band dressed up.
Did they?
Yeah. Rob was Walter from Big Lebowski. And, you know, the John Goodman character.
right,
And then Todd was like some sort of space alien.
Oh,
Some sort.
Have either of y'all played at Corey's Grilled Cheese? Because I knew in high school everyone would
No,
go there.
so I ate there, and I would watch the grilled cheese show. Then they,
Oh, that's right.
you know, the grilled
I've seen-
cheese
yeah,
show.
okay,
But
I've
now
seen-
they were doing the grilled cheese show there. I think they'd started it there, maybe if I remember correctly. And then there was like Cam and oh goodness, I'm trying to remember the other people that I met there. This was years ago. My memory's bad.
Yeah.
But yes, Corey's grilled cheese.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people when I was going to high school would go there, like the people that were into like the metal.
Yeah, they had like hardcore metal stuff that going on there. I would see people post like Facebook videos or clips or whatever from going to shows there, or get invites to going to shows there. And I was just like, oh, I'm old, I can't go to that. But I remember eating at the restaurant and being like, oh yeah, this is where I've seen some of those videos and
Where's that
whatnot. It was on James Island, but the restaurant closed. But I think they still do.
Is that the food truck?
I
Like
think
the
it
food truck with the grilled cheese.
started
sandwich?
as a food truck, and they had a restaurant. I don't remember the history. They've been closed a while now, I feel like. But I thought they were doing the grilled cheese show at Todd Brown's place, maybe.
Yeah. 33s.
Yeah. What is this studio? Return to Zero?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But yeah, I think they were doing that there. But that's about all I know about Corey's grilled cheese.
So what's the Charleston music scene like? Because I've had like friends from high school that had bands. My buddy Jesse moved off to California, but he was in a band called like In Vinegar that was around here. I would go to like a few of his shows. There was one. It was like B. It was like this B bar thing. It had like a giant B on the outside. But like, what's the music scene like down here? Is there a lot?
Oh, I mean, we've always had a thriving, I feel like, music scene.
I'd say there's a good scene, but you have to go find it.
Yeah.
And
There's always something going on, though.
well, I feel like back in the day, so fucking old. Back in the day, radio stations here used to like promote. You had 96 Wave, you had even 98 back in the day. They had shows dedicated to local music. They were.
I mean, they would be played during regular hours,
Like,
too.
they really helped the local scene.
They pushed
but,
it a lot.
I mean, it's just all corporate shit now or whatever. It's like they're not independent stations, so they don't care. You know, they play the same 10 songs an hour. So you have to maybe, I guess social media helps. You might have to dig a little bit, but there are a ton of bands. There's a lot of
so
different
much stuff
styles of
going on.
music.
Yeah.
We have great metal bands. We have great just rock bands. We have
There's
great
hip hop. There's country.
Hardcore.
Yeah, I mean, you name it, it's
Jared
here.
Petty. That's like a good like rockabilly.
Yeah,
type
Jared
stuff.
Petty.
So pretty much anything you want, you can find it. Yeah, I mean, you might have to go look for it a little bit.
It's there.
There's a lot of talent in this town. It gets overlooked a lot, I think, from the bigger cities around us.
Yeah.
But it's there.
Because it seems like only recently a lot of like music acts have been coming to Charleston. There's been a lot more bigger names. that
There
have
has
coming
been,
down.
especially at Firefly, like you mentioned. That's been pulling a lot of different
It's a cool
artists.
venue.
What's the other place? Is it the Refinery?
Yep. Yeah. Because I think there was a show that like got moved there from Firefly because maybe they didn't sell enough tickets. But I think that's another big stage.
Yeah,
outdoor
but then there's
stage.
also been like, wasn't it the music hall show? The Violent Femmes?
Yeah.
Wasn't that first at the Refinery and then to the music hall? Or am I
sure.
making that up?
I'm not sure. I had tickets to that and then we bailed it last. Sold them the night.
Same. I realized it was on a
It's one of
Tuesday,
those shows
and I'm like,
2 months
I'm old.
before it. You're like, yeah, it's gonna be great, and then it comes up, and you're like, yeah, you know, I mean, you gotta go
We
work
only
next
want to
day.
hear the 3 songs. I just put that on Spotify.
But they were playing 2 albums, but the album we wanted to hear was
Yeah.
the second album they were gonna play. And, it's
And
like,
when you told me that, I was like, oh no, they're playing 2 albums? How long is that going to be?
I don't even want to hear.
I got to go to bed.
We're old again. So, is that gonna go on past 8 o'clock?
Oh my God. I'm going to be so tired the next day.
Right.
I'm just gonna wake up down on coffee and then nicotine.
Be
caffeine
right
is what
back
keeps me-
at it, yeah.
Yeah.
Me, not so much. I mean, I don't know. I haven't tried that in a while.
What, coffee?
No, just going on like no hours of sleep.
Oh, I
and
hate it. I love sleeping.
That's what I do normal
best.
during the week. I stay up till midnight doing whatever, and then wake up at like 7-ish in the morning.
I mean, you get 7 hours of
pretty
sleep.
good.
That's
4 hours
fine.
normally because
That's insane to me, but all right.
I mean, I wake up at 4
I feel like
because
that dog would wake you up.
yeah, that's literally it
Yeah.
because he's so
That's
used to
a big-
waking
That
up
dude,
at
yeah.
4.
Boy in there.
So I feed him for work, and then during the day when I don't have to work, he's like, "All right, we're waking up for food now."
Yeah, he's like, he probably wants to take me somewhere. Let's do something.
I feel like that dog will drag you out of bed.
Right.
Oh, I call him the fuzzy alarm clock because he'll like, if I move a little bit, he'll come out from under the bed, and then just stick his nose, try to wake me up. If I try not to move and ignore him, he jumps.
Oh,
So I can get like body slammed in the morning. and I'm
Yeah, I
like,
would get up. Because how much? What does that dog weigh? Like 70 pounds?
110.
Whoa, shit.
yeah, you're way
110.
off.
I was way off. Wow.
He's stocky.
110.
Yeah.
How big is Mars turds? How
That's
big are his
where you
turds? Yeah, they gotta be huge.
Monster size. There's a reason why I call him Fenrir. Like it comes from Nordic mythology. Like the giant black wolf that doesn't stop growing. That's one of Loki's kids. So like
How big is his turds?
massive, monster size.
All right.
I mean, there's lore about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You ever see that Viking turd they found? I'm sure you've seen this on the internet. Right, there's like
Did they
some
find it
turd.
with a shit knife?
No, but it's like a fossil, but it's like this giant turd. It's like the biggest turd they've ever found.
I think I've
It's
never
a
seen something
it's
about
a
it, but
sick
yeah.
Viking. This is where you should cut in and find that turd and put a picture of it.
Oh,
It's
well.
pretty impressive. It's probably not that
I
big.
can't wait.
Just have a Viking turd, like cut away for that.
Just put it just any turd.
No, it's got to be the fossilized Viking turd.
Robbie, quickly hold out your hands like that. All right, there'll be a turd in your hand.
Nice. Come here, boy. Just kidding.
But
It's only going to get weirder from here on out.
oh hell yeah,
We should
I'm
probably
all
just go ahead and start right
just
now.
clippable right now.
Yeah.
What's your wildest take?
Yep.
I'll start off.
Get another beer.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I think team, no, it's not, and then I've come around. 100%.
Shouldn't Christmas movies be about Christmas? That movie's not about Christmas.
It's on Christmas.
It's on Christmas.
Yeah, that's making
they're doing
Reindeer
a
Games
Christmas.
isn't a Christmas movie.
Okay. I agree with that.
Did you say Reindeer Games isn't?
Is.
Is.
Oh, I thought you said isn't.
Oh, it is. Takes place in Christmas.
But it's
It
not.
has, well, Die Hard has, like, Christmas values. Family, friends.
Killing terrorists.
Exactly.
True. I'm not that die. I'm not that die hard. I didn't even mean to do that. I'm not that die hard thinking it's not Christmas.
What was the one that came out recently? Speaking of like terrorists and Christmas, the Santa Claus movie with.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the horror one.
The one with the guy from Stranger Things?
Yes.
Or the
Yeah.
Terrorizer 3, that's...
Oh, no, not that. The one that Robbie mentioned.
What's it called? Yeah, Teresa and I watched it one night. It's crazy. But you know what's better? No one seems to have ever heard of this. Have you ever heard of Fat Man?
No.
With Mel Gibson?
No, I heard of it, but no, I haven't seen
Fucking
it.
amazing. And I'll tell you why it's so good is because he takes it so seriously. So he plays Santa Claus. If I remember right, the basis of the movie is he gives this rich kid coal for Christmas, and so the kid hires assassins, and which I think Walton Goggins is the assassin.
He's solid.
So assassins are coming after Santa Claus, and it sounds so silly, but
it sounds like the other movie.
it's a lot. Well, the other one, I'm gonna have to look up what the name of that one is. But
I do know what you're talking about.
but it's great because Mel Gibson plays it so like a serious action movie. And
As
you
he
watch
should.
it.
Like
Yeah.
how in Airplane, the main guy is a drama actor and played, like, the straight man the whole time in a comedy movie.
Yeah, the guy with the drinking problem.
Yeah.
Throws a drink in his face. Yeah, I love that movie.
Then Robert told me about a, like, weird movie. It's directed by Jim Henson and Peter Jackson. It's like an old movie. It's one of the first ones they did called, like, Meet the Feebles. It's rated R,
I
and
think I
it's...
know about that.
Yeah, I've not seen
Oh, it, like, so my buddy Kyle got high. Then I was like, you know what would be so fun for you to watch? Meet the Feebles. And it's just like, it's fucked up. It earned its rating for a reason.
Really? Are there puppets?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Jim Henson's puppets. Like
You have to find this on VHS.
it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Completely on YouTube.
VHS,
You know what I'm
Liam,
doing
is
later.
I've had VHS.
Okay.
I remember the Nickelodeon with that. I remember
There were
floppy
actually
disks.
tapes you would put. Floppy disk.
Yeah.
Like for a computer. Like, yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, they were floppy,
Yeah. Discs. They weren't really discs, though. They were squares.
but there was tape inside them.
Yeah, I get it.
My favorite thing to say is like, oh, I just found out that the save symbol is this old thing called a floppy drive.
Right.
Just mess with people. Just I grew up in like the weird age because I was born in like '98, so I had like early computers.
I was married in '99. You could have been my. No, you couldn't. You couldn't walk. Say ring bearer, but anyway, it's good.
You could have walked. We don't know.
I won. I guess
Just
I
like
won.
duct tape the ring on and just sit me down there. I think I
Roll
was
you down the aisle.
yeah. Just bowl a baby.
Oh. The Irish probably do that.
Yeah. Cannonball size.
Yes.
Irish baby bowling.
Hey.
Just need 4 other guys to help me kick this kid down the road here.
No, that's just Irish punishment at that
Yeah.
point.
Go. Let's kick the kid.
That's how you get into the family.
Kick the potato.
That's pretty big.
But yeah, I grew up in the weird age where like I remember the old like Mac computers with like the transparent, colorful backgrounds. I had like chalkboards in the schools growing up. On road
Wait, they
trips.
don't use chalkboards now? I'm just kidding.
I think
They have
it's like
smart
It's
boards
probably
now.
all computers are.
No, they're called smart boards. Yeah.
Oh,
There's Odyssey boards now. They changed
Oh
it.
shit! See, I'm even.
Yeah.
They definitely don't have chalkboards. Do you ever
What is-
used
what
to hide
is
the chalk
chalk?
in the eraser
what
and
is-
you could like?
oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Did you have to like go beat the eraser against?
That's the
I mean,
punishment.
I have, but
I don't know if that was a real thing. I've seen that in movies. but
I had
never
to do
saw
it
that
because
real
my
life.
mom was a teacher, so like I was waiting after school.
So
And
they really did beat the erasers.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I ever did it as a punishment. I think I did it like as like to help. Like
there was like a post right outside of school that was just covered in chalk from everyone just hitting it with the erasers.
the old eraser post.
Like I still had cursive growing up. Like I had to learn cursive.
That's a wild thing that's going away.
Yeah,
Yeah, my kids never learned it.
I cannot do it now because I know Zach left me a note one day and it was all in cursive, and I walk up to John like, "Can you translate this?"
You cannot decipher this.
My daughter had to learn
ancient
it
text.
on her own because she was becoming a teacher or whatever, and she had to learn cursive. I'm like, that sucks. Like, these kids don't know the pain of having to write those letters a million times. Like,
Or like
these guys don't know.
the signatures now. Like all the signatures are just squiggles.
Yeah, or just they print it out. My wife sometimes has to deal with college kids giving her checks. She's like their landlord or whatever, and she's had a couple checks where she's had to give them back, and like it's 50, not 50.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
And you can't like write this here. Like she has to teach them how to write a check.
Yeah,
But you know what? The last time I wrote a check, I'm like, oh shit. I don't
Yeah, you get all
How to write a
sweaty, and you're like,
check.
ugh.
I had to write a check for like my old apartment, so I had to like order a checkbook because
for one check.
yeah, for just one check
month.
each month.
Oh,
It was a rent each month because I didn't feel like paying the processing fee, which was like an extra $50 for the place I lived.
yeah, I don't want to pay that either.
Yeah, so I just got a checkbook and I'm like, oh, okay, how do I write this?
You can Google it probably.
Yeah, I did. I watched like YouTube videos, the same as like I watch YouTube videos how to tie a tie and that stuff.
Yeah, I'd have to do that. I honestly, I don't remember how I did things before YouTube videos. Like everything around the house, like I've had to change my garbage disposal or something, and I'm like, all right, let me just watch a YouTube video real quick.
I'm
Like,
just glad that that's available. You know what I mean?
I know. What did you? I guess your dad had to just teach
Somebody
you
showed you, or you
something.
paid somebody else to do
Figure
it.
shit out luck.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of trial and error now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess you just kept doing it until you got it right.
probably came with instructions.
That too.
Who reads instructions?
Now because of the QR code.
Yes, it does.
So,
Do a video on YouTube.
Ryan, do you want to do one more beer?
I can or we can't. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna do one more beer.
Are we gonna do
And
one
then
more?
after that, I think things would get too weird, and then we're gonna have to call it.
Yay, nay. All right.
Gonna do a beer?
How many Millers you brought?
Plenty. Why, you want one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give one to Liam too. I can't do any more of that sweet shit, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm tapped out at 2. It was good though. Sucks I can't do any history on it because it was made by a tipsy bartender.
What does that mean?
He's
copyrighted or?
No, there's just no history behind it. It was just like you see him a
something
lot
up,
on
dude.
Facebook, and he just makes these like
Yeah,
wild,
I've seen him on like reels and.
Yeah.
stuff like
Why
that.
don't you make a crazy story?
Or I can do a video of the history of Eroded the Dream. Just give me something to read out.
Oh, but that's not much of a history either.
It's Neon Night. I have a trash over here.
Oh shit.
Oh, good, because I got like 3 empties over here.
Pitching.
Yeah, it was my seat the whole time. Yo,
We probably should talk more band stuff.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's a little promotion.
Yeah, I don't feel like we've talked a lot of band stuff.
That's all right.
I mean, do you want to know the history of the band?
yeah, of course.
All right. Well, back in the day,
Floppy
We know-
disks.
right back when we had floppy disk in 2 Towers in New York. So you know, Serpent Church as a band
Yeah.
John and I were in, and so that band broke up. Maybe about 2 years ago now. And anyway, it doesn't really matter. When that band broke up, I was pretty much done. I'm like, all right, I don't think I'm gonna do music anymore. And John kind of pretty quickly had Steve come over with some drums, and he was still writing music. John's a very creative guy. He still wanted to make music and be in a band. So I think I started with him and Steve and you, because you've known John for a long time.
And then John.
I'm gonna tell my point of view,
Yeah,
and
go
then
for
you because you can probably fill in the gaps. I guess that's what I was
Yeah, go for it.
but
That'll work.
sorry, and that's it. So,
Damn it, I thought I
No,
had more
kidding.
time.
So John started jamming with Ryan and Steve, and he kept trying to get me to go play with them. I'm like, dude, I think I'm done with it. I don't really want to do it. And then I imagine this is like if you were dating a girl for a long time and then you broke up and then you immediately started seeing another girl, it'd feel kind of weird, you know? So like it was in the same practice spot as
get that.
Serpent Church. So I remember the first 3 times going over there, it's like a different drummer, a different singer, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel right. Like
It was
it
a
feels
rebound
weird.
band.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
And so I think at one point I'm like, you know what, man, like find another bass player. Like, I
You
just don't
did, for
think I could
sure,
do it.
yeah.
And then I left for a while, and then when I came back, you guys probably Salt and The Waiting. I think you guys kind of had those songs
yeah.
done, and I was like, "These are pretty fucking good. Like this is actually kind of good shit over here." And
All it was missing was you.
oh man, that's it, baby. So no, and then I really kind of went full force. Like, all right, I'm ready to get back into it. And that was all just my point of view.
I don't think I need to
me.
fill anything in, so
Really?
yeah.
Okay, sorry. It's not really that great of a story, I guess.
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, I guess my take is like John was like, hey, you know, Serpent Church broke up. I'm just jamming with I got a drummer in mind. You know, if you want to come over and jam or whatever. And I was like, okay, sure. Didn't really know what was going on. And, we started riffing or whatever. Then he was like, I got this singer in mind, and I think maybe I got a bass player. And then you would come by every once in a while, and
Real shady.
Yeah, shifty, shady.
Fuck this.
And then you would jam like, man, he's so fits the part. And then you'd be like, oh, I ain't doing this. And I'd be so bummed out. I was like, man, we got to get that guy though. Yeah. And then Mauricio was a good addition. And yeah.
So I don't know how John knew Steve. Steve actually came and helped us film a video for Servant Church that we were going to put out, but we didn't because we broke up. And I feel like he's been around for a while, but I don't think he's been in a ton of local bands here. But then Mauricio was a friend of a friend that we have, Steve Acock, who is a photographer. He was taking pictures of bands I was in years ago. He's been around forever. And somehow he knows Mauricio, I think through art, because Mauricio's an artist. Mm-hmm. If you've ever been through Avondale and the big...
the old DB's building.
The old DB's, or the big mural on the side with
kind
of the girl's face, you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
Anyway, if any of your listeners have been there, Mauricio did that. He's a great artist and singer, and so he kind of got hooked up with this band. Oh, God, I was going somewhere, and I don't remember where I was going.
Got hooked up with that band.
Oh, so I was going to say, so then we basically just started writing songs, and probably took about a year, I think, of kind of writing songs and jamming before we got to the point where we're like, hey, we've got like 30 minutes, 5 songs, whatever. Like, I think we can probably do a show. That's kind of the natural progression, I feel like, of a band.
See, almost a year.
A year
was a little bit shy of a year, but yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it feels like things maybe move too fast, but I think with this, we took our time a little bit writing songs.
Again, it was coordinating everybody, getting together, scheduling.
Yeah. Since June, we've been doing about a show a month. So to break it down, we got a show the 26th of October at the Bearded Axe, which is a Halloween show, and we might be dressed up. If Liam can give us a good idea, we'll do it.
Go as Liam.
I might go as Liam.
You could.
Yeah.
I just got to get the Irish accent down.
Yeah.
Just listen to Tommy Tiernan. That's what I did.
Okay.
Stand-up comedian over in Ireland. Really funny.
I don't do that. I'm just kidding. But so the 26th, we got that show. And then the 16th, we're playing Culture Clash,
which is coming back.
It might be before your time a little bit, but it used to be. It's a big
arts and music
festival that goes. It's on the old Navy base. It's in a warehouse over there. There'll be DJs and like electronic music inside. I think all the bands will be outside on the stage. A lot of art. It's really cool. You can buy tickets now, early bird, for $30.
I think that's what it is, and then it goes up to like 45 days of or something.
There's VIP tickets for $100, or I think you get like special parking, you get special area to hang out in, like
bathrooms,
a bar room,
stuff like that, maybe.
And then a week after that, which I think is the 23rd, you have to look at the calendar, November, that's the show at Charlie Pub.
Yes,
with Royal Thunder, Atomic Bitchwax, and
Isabel's Gift.
The posters look badass. Like when you all post.
So our boy Troy, who, if you've ever seen, I don't know, is it Shit?
It's Shit.
Shit exclamation.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while doing art around. He makes a lot of stickers, and I don't know what the name of it is. That kind of art.
Oh,
well, I mean that like style.
Sorry, it's not his art. Isn't shit. Sorry, I thought you were referring to his name.
No, but he's amazing. He's been doing a lot of flyers for different bands. I've even said like, hey, we should probably pay him and make him exclusive just for us.
Can we retain him? Let's
because
get him
they're
on retainer.
so good.
Yeah. No, it definitely drew my attention. Like I saw it. I was like, I saw like the poster on y'all's merch store too.
Yeah.
So I was really tempted to pick up the Waffle House.
The hat, I got a hat. Yeah, they wrote it. Yeah, John. I think that's because John loves Waffle House. So he kind of stole
we do have interesting merch.
Logo.
Insert
John's
merch
great
here.
with the, are you going to bring anything to show? Well, you can go on our website.
You have a fun. You have the one of a kind.
Mauricio made this shirt for us, members of the band. It's a
stand up. Show it to the camera, Robbie.
Should I?
Yeah.
Okay. It's reflective on pictures, which is kind of cool. But it's an one of a kind Erode the Dream shirt that Mauricio made.
A little bit. Camera's there.
I know, but I'm looking at this. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll link to the merch in the description.
I'm just going to do the whole rundown right now.
So yeah, we have the Waffle House logo. We
The
Milwaukee drill, and that was for Steve because he's a construction guy. No, a carpenter.
He's a carpenter.
He does he builds cabinets and stuff. So he uses Milwaukee stuff. That was cool for him.
My old stream. I used to stream back in the day, and I had like a merch store. And it was Rugby Duff, but I made like the Pornhub logo, the same colors as like Rugby Duff, and sold that.
Do you still have listen responsibility on your website?
No, I changed that, but still on the business cards.
Okay.
Oh,
I haven't rented
I was telling Ryan about that.
Yes.
So you got a kick out of that. I think that's just about everything. So we do have something planned for December. We should have our EP out. We'll have albums. I'm not sure if we're doing like an album release show or anything.
we've talked about it, but we haven't set anything in stone. Just,
But there is something in the works. Sorry, towards the end of December for like a charity Toys for Tots type thing, which we'll talk about that later, I guess, when we have more details.
Yeah, once it's more concrete, I guess.
And that's going to be at a very cool venue. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's where we're being right now. Okay, I feel like I had to get all that out.
That's what we have coming up.
Right.
That runs us out to the rest of the year.
We have a YouTube channel with our videos. We have some live videos from different shows. We got the Salt lyric video we did.
We'll have the
Becoming Ghost, which is coming out in November. And Instagram, Facebook, which no one really gives a shit about Facebook anymore. It seems like it's hard to get.
I feel
any
like we get
traction
more
on there.
traction on Instagram. I don't have TikTok, but people say
John
that
made
they
a
see our
TikTok. I
TikToks.
don't.
YouTube Shorts also is a
Okay.
good, I get a lot of views.
I
on
see
YouTube
those
Shorts.
pop up on my YouTube, but sometimes I click them, and sometimes it's by accident, and then sometimes it takes me down like a weird rabbit hole, and I'm like, what the?
The only bad thing about YouTube Shorts is if it's any second above 1 minute, goes straight to a video.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the only bad thing is if I've had one that is 1 second over, I'd have to go in and re-edit it, drop it down to exactly 1 second, then it will be a short, then it will take off.
okay.
But it's
So
weird.
59 seconds, you're a short.
Yep.
Gotcha.
60 seconds. You're a
So
video.
you're a video.
You're along.
You're along. You better be along for the ride.
Better get along.
But yeah, I mean, looking YouTube Shorts, that's a good way to get a whole bunch of views. I know I had 3 videos get 1,200 views,
Okay.
and that's about it. I crack 1,000 more on YouTube than I do TikTok or Instagram. I haven't had any of those, but Instagram's good. They redid the algorithm where it's easier to be discovered because instead of fighting against the big bands or bigger platforms or profiles, it puts you in a category along with a lot of more smaller creators that you compete within that to get views instead of y'all competing with Megadeth or those
Okay.
types of bands.
I'm glad I got sunglasses on because I was zoned out on that.
No, I can tell.
Probably shouldn't.
This is all John's thing. I don't really deal with all this, but
Yeah, John does a lot of the social media. By a lot, he does it all.
yeah, he kind of pushes us a lot.
Yeah, he
I
knows.
feel like to do.
I feel like he knows what we should do. So
Yeah, it's good shit. And the videos we do are pretty funny. I feel like I like that we don't take ourselves too seriously and we try to be funny.
I like to have fun. I mean, we're a fun band.
we're old dudes in a rock band, you can't be too serious about it. We're just trying to have fun, make good music. Hope people like it.
I like what we're doing.
I do too, man. I really like your guitar solos.
Yeah, I
They're
like
really
your
good.
bass solos.
Oh
you
man,
do.
thanks. I do those at home, all by myself.
Well, we're gonna get you a song,
All right,
bass solo.
that would be cool.
Oh yeah.
That we did film a video for this new song where we just rode around in Ryan's car. I guess the whole
Yeah.
concept, the idea was to just kind of be smushed. And we were trying to find a really cool car, and we found his, and that was really cool.
My car's not
Because
really
we couldn't
cool,
find any
but
other
yeah.
one. So. That should be neat. I can't wait to see. I think
I've seen some of the footage. You've seen some of the footage.
Yeah.
It looks fun. I drive a two-door Honda, so to have
And
five
we're-
guys in a two-door Honda.
with John in the back seat and me in the back. And John's a large fella, not like a fat guy, just a big guy.
Stocky.
And Steve's a skinny fella, so we put him in the middle.
You're right. And then you had I'm driving, and Mauricio's in the passenger seat, but there's a loose concept involved.
Yeah.
But
So like I said earlier, we're independent, so we're doing all this ourselves. So when you watch these videos, I mean, we're filming it. I should say John's doing all the
John's
editing. When Mauricio
everything.
and John,
Yeah,
they'll edit
Mauricio
it.
and John.
We don't have producers and directors and cameramen. It's just all us.
We're all
doing it, so
DIY.
I think we start these things with
DIY.
huge ideas. I think it's where Mauricio, we kind of have to calm him down some because he'll have big ideas and they're great ideas, but it's now we have to get realistic and what can we actually do? Because
Steve too. Steve gets real grandiose.
Which is great, and I think it's good to start with those big ideas and work your way down. But it's so the video, the ideas for us is kind of more of a lyric video. It's just the lyrics going to kind of pop up.
It's
might
easy.
kind of loop a little bit.
Yeah.
It's hard to do a whole
music video.
Like a whole video with a cohesive story through the whole thing. But they're fun to do. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, any type of like lyrics behind the songs are like a lot of people would go watch that if like.
And I also feel like you can commit that to memory.
Yeah. Plus, it's also like seeing the lyrics helps out because like everything's captioned nowadays.
Yeah,
I didn't know the words because I saw
that-
there's one part I'm like strawberry blonde or no strawberry
Gold is what you
gold.
said.
Yeah, strawberry.
And I said strawberry.
blondes are my daughter.
Yeah, I
but
said
strawberry
ghost.
gold. Yeah, but it's
What is it? Because we keep saying the wrong
I
word.
forget because now in my head it's just
Yeah.
straw. Anyway, the lyric videos are good for all of us, for everyone, to know what.
I mean, I mainly pay attention to what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
and bass and drums and
I
stuff.
mainly
Just
pay attention to what you're doing.
and well, I mean, we're always together, so there's
We
that.
are stage right.
Stage right, stage left. I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're just usually together on stage.
All right.
He's below you.
You're
I'm
beside
next to
me.
you.
I don't know who's above me.
The Lord.
The Lord. But I don't know when this is coming out, but if it's before the 26th, I don't think the Bearded Axe has ever had a live show with bands, and that would be a fun one to come out to. I think Park Circle's doing a whole Halloween thing that day.
Yeah, it'll be out before the 20. It will be out on the 26th.
Oh, cool.
So you should listen to this the day it comes out,
Yeah.
and then come to the show.
Or go to the show, then listen to this the next day. I don't know. That
That's
doesn't
true.
really
Listen
work that
whenever
way.
you want. I
That
don't
doesn't
really
work
care.
that way.
Do what you want. You have free will.
Then maybe we should push more the Culture Clash, November
Yes.
16th. You should go to that.
Absolutely come to that. That's going to be so much fun. I'm excited for that show. I mean, excited for all of our shows, but that's going to be a big one. It's going to be.
Culture Clash is real big. I think there's been like how many year hiatus? It
I
hasn't-
can't remember.
they
I
haven't had
remember
one in a
going
while.
to it when it was like nothing. Like, I don't even think it had reached a warehouse yet.
This is the 9th one they've done.
Yeah. But I can't remember how long it's been on hiatus.
Me neither.
But it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Links in the description and dates for the tour
Absolutely.
dates.
Yeah. All that.
That stuff will be there. If you're around the Charleston area, go check them out. Listen to them.
Please, please,
You can
please.
cut these songs in, right? Like
Yeah.
you can listen to them before they come out,
Yeah.
because
Ooh.
by next,
Get the exclusive.
yeah,
Yeah. Duff's Tavern exclusive.
for sure.
Yeah.
You're welcome. But thank you for having us, though.
Any parting words you want to tell the people before I wrap up here?
Check us out. Eroded the Dream. All the socials.
All the socials will be in description. You've heard the songs throughout this episode. And
Good stuff.
listen to their stuff more. Buy their merch.
Buy our merch. Come see us.
Buy Liam's merch.
Buy both
Also,
of our merches.
I was looking at your merch earlier, so you got some good stuff.
Yeah, I try.
You got some new stuff that
yeah.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, I added like a few more new stuff. I swapped over to Fourth Wall just because a lot better quality and a lot more products. Since I can do like glasses with a logo, different hats and everything, I can actually get printing on like the arms, the front and the back at the same time. So I liked it a lot better than Redbubble. So
That's cool. I just bought a shirt off Redbubble.
I think I bought
anyone cares.
some shit off Redbubble years ago.
yeah, I got one shirt for my Redbubble thing, and then I just moved everything over to Fourth Wall because
Yeah.
I can drop the prices a little bit lower because I'd be making like a few bucks for every T-shirt, but it's also you wear it advertising right there.
Sure.
So.
Have you sold a lot of stuff?
So Robert bought one T-shirt of the Little Donnies, which
That's all you've
is
sold?
yeah.
Oh man, let's get that merch game up.
I've been trying.
Everyone,
Buy
that's my
Liam's
party word.
merch.
Go buy Liam's. Don't buy our merch. Buy Liam's merch.
Buy both the merches.
All right, buy all the merch.
Yeah. Go to our sites. Buy the merch. Merch.
Take out a credit card, buy all the merch
Take out a small personal loan.
Yeah.
of $1 million. It'll be huge, absolutely huge. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Go check out Our Road the Dream, and I hope you guys enjoy.